The Bartlehouse is open, no invite needed with juggalos. Been hyped this evening, feeding for music, more guests than topics. No drama, no bullshit, no fake news, no nonsense, no grim logic. Only fam knowledge and dropping the rawest of platforms and artists. Bartlehouse, where you'll never see the bottle stop. The beef tigers off the leash, and if it's beef, you gotta see the final Bartle boss. The diamonds are raining, defining the greatness the carnival provides. Welcome to the Bartlehouse. Now get your ass inside.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's your boy, Bartlehouse. It is time for the Bartlehouse. Tonight on the show, we have the fucking legendary Isolated Beingz in house. We're going to be doing an interview with those guys, as well as we got a bunch of music videos we're going to react to, some awesome music from the scene, and we're going to review a really disappointing fucking werewolf movie. Shit, I'm terrible at multitasking here. You guys know that. Deglo Art in the chat with the fucking Tigers. Cryptic Joe in the chat saying, yo. Young Ruthless in the house as well. I got to send Rob a new link because apparently it wasn't working. So they will be on in just a hot minute, hopefully. But yeah, one half is already backstage, so I'm going to bring him on a while. One half of Isolated Beingz. This is Two-Face. Hey, what's up, my guy?
Yo, what's going on?
Welcome to the show.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Looks good. I guess Rob's having some computer issues, but he should be here any fucking minute. Cryptic Joe says
he's never been computer savvy.
My best friend, homie, Bash, man, same thing. I used to do podcasts with him and fucking, always helping him with the computer shit.
Yeah.
But we got Bleezy Poe in the house saying, let's go. Miss South Mazda, Anthony LeBrun, who I hear is your biggest fan. Hell yeah.
Big Tony.
Hell yeah. We're going to be doing an interview. Got a bunch of questions. We're going to deep dive into your history a little bit. And we're going to talk a bit about horror movies, which I know is, a favorite pastime of your guys's. So I do want to talk a little bit about horror movies tonight as well.
Yeah, we love horror movies.
Hell yeah. But this is a radio show, so as well as an interview. So we're going to take a couple breaks to do music. And while we're waiting for Rob, I think it's the perfect time to play our first bit of music. So up first tonight, we have some new music from Jay Bazaar. We have some Blazy Boys and Project Omerta. Keep it out, guys.
Oh, what's good, Grim?
It's like people don't understand that it's like I can do different things to appeal to different people, but I can't change who I am. I just gotta do me. Don't you see that I can only be me for eternity? I can't change for no one else, but I can be me. I'm trying to make it, yes, but I can't fall to regret. When people tell me I've gotta be the same as the rest, it got me pushing past them. I'ma come up like fashions in a dash, I'ma mash and I'm gonna outlast them. Cause the rest of the world stuck on the timeline. I'm pushing high, I'm rocking something untimely. To the grave, I'ma stay with it, something to die for. Then it mine is my lifeline, I'm a survivor. I'm gonna rise, baby, ain't a bastard alive that can tell you I'm lazy. Ain't no ifs or buts, who people say that I'm crazy. Alive, baby, I'm gonna strive daily to climb up the fine grind till I die, hate it. But you never delegate or break me. Pushing for the sky till I'm spacing with the faith in my own self. Nothing will take me and I'm gonna shine, Nathan. It's taking my greatness. Don't you see that I can only be me for eternity? Don't you see? I can't change for no one else, but I can only be me. Don't you see that I can only be me for eternity? I can't change for no one else, but I can only be me. And when I feel a sinning, it's caught up with me still grinning. Cause you can live your life basic and never be winning. If you're living life wasting it, never replenish. Cause in a minute, time stays stiff, you never will finish. Gotta give it all that I got, play all the shots, lay a foundation for an array of the plots. With a proud face every time I play at the spot. Get the flocks, don't break, on my way to the top. Y'all can watch this, I don't even rock for the riches. But if y'all giving it, best believe that I'll get it. It's a cold game, bit of business is a bitch. You can see the jealousy growing all in the mix. People lie about it, those closest really ain't friends. But in a pinch, that'll make it till you push it to an end. If repentance is given from the break in the trend, or is it just a quiet break from the demon within? Don't you see that I can only be me for eternity? Don't you see? I can't change for no one else, but I can only be me. Don't you see that I can only be me for eternity? I can't change for no one else, but I can only be me. And when the rivers run dry, looking back at my life, could only live it one time, so I max to the height. Steady drive, no downtime, gotta survive. Independent goes high, you can see me alive. Make it mine so that when I die, still you can hear me. Go play them MP3s so you can feel me. Build it up like a building with skills and drilling. I'm summoning up the will to detail what I'm spilling. But it's getting hard, baby. Living life so raw that can make us all crazy. Not gonna change what I'm ADD. Been through more and adding up all these shows. Been tallying up all these albums and flows. Gotta invent them, I've ended up in the mind and aiming for the goal. To give me an inch and I'll be climbing up. I'm liable to grow up like I'm starting up. I'm only trying to get higher. I got a dream of a king and I'm gonna get higher. See that I can only be me for eternity. Don't you see? I can't change for no one else, but I can only be me. Don't you see that I can only be me for eternity? I can't change for no one else, but I can only be me.
We don't usually stop in the middle of our break, but I mean, we only got so much time, and I want to get as much time with you guys as possible. So we will come back to the music when we do take our next music break. But fucking welcome, Rob.
What's up, yeah? Can you hear me?
Oh yeah. Yep, we can hear you great.
I had to get this shit fucking figured out for a second, you know what I mean?
You're good,
I was trying
man.
to open it up in my messenger, and I just fucking took the link and opened it in my browser, so that's just
Yeah, I don't know why Messenger opens it in like a different browser, and it doesn't fucking work sometimes.
You got me. I fucking hate the internet, but you know.
Yeah, I feel you.
Kind of need it.
Hell yeah. But like I said, we're gonna do an interview tonight. I want to deep dive a little bit into you guys and what makes you guys Isolated Beingz, as well as, you know, a little bit later we're gonna talk about some horror movies, because you are the two guys I would love to pick your brains about horror movies. So we're gonna do that as well. But let's kick off the interview. Just kind of introducing yourselves to everybody.
Go ahead, two balls.
Go ahead, Roof. Yeah, I'm Two-Face, one half of the Isolated Beingz. And down there,
Your boy Ruthless Rob, aka
Ruthless
Willie,
motherfucking Rob.
or Butcher, aka motherfucking Worm Dick Willie. Like I said, Baltimore Butcher, Maggot Mouth, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Government Robert Paxson Jr., alias Ruthless Rob.
Hell yeah. Ashhole says they're late, but they're here. Hell yeah. Lauren Hoffman in the chat as well. Welcome to the Bartlehouse.
What's up?
Let's start back.
Tony.
Hell yeah, man. Let's start back at the beginning. How'd you guys start as artists? Like, what got you guys introduced to music, and you know, what were your influences?
I mean, basically, I started in like 2005, 2000. No, actually, now I'm thinking of him. I got started around like 2002. I was about 16. I caught my first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had this mixed up for a second. So I got a few years on him. Not many, but like 2 or 3. I got 2 or 3 on Two-Face there. I started when I was about 16. You know, I found a local studio in Baltimore, and I was just renting that bitch out by the hour, because, you know, back then, you know, it was kind of hard to, you know, it wasn't as easy it is to rap like it is nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can just go get a fucking phone and be a rapper nowadays. You know what I'm saying? But back then, you had to get fucking studio time.
Everybody's a rapper.
So anyway, long story short, yeah, I started around 2002. I was around 15, 16 years old. So I was already established. I wasn't a vet or nothing like that, but I already had my feet wet into the game. You know what I'm saying? By the time I met Two Face here, and yeah, we ran into each other at like shows we were booked on together. And I'm not the original member of Isolated Beingz.
Yeah,
Like
we ran in at the mini gathering.
yeah, we was like doing the mini gatherings and shit like that, and we
Yeah.
we was always just cool and shit.
Yeah, I had my high school friend. Yeah, I had my high school friend who just passed recently. I got him little ashes here in his guitar. But we did like 3 shows, and first show we met Ruthless Rob, and I bonded with him really tightly. And then eventually my friend was just like, I'm not really interested in this anymore. It was a phase. So all of a sudden I was like, hey Rob, I need a partner. And I just moved in with him, and he was like, bet, let's do this.
Hell
So
yeah.
that was around like 2000.
And then pretty much 2006.
Okay.
And you got your taxes back, and then we bought a studio.
Yeah.
And then we released our first album together. I guess it was 2006.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, it was late 2006, early 2007.
Hell yeah.
But like you said, even with the like I said, I got my taxes back and bought a studio. Even back then, there was no smartphones and shit like that. You still had to have some kind of setup. You know what I'm saying? So I was sick of paying for the shit by an hour. You know what I mean? I said,
Right.
fuck, just do that shit our damn selves. You know what I'm saying? And we just went to fucking work, and the rest
Right.
is fucking.
Hell yeah. How was like the scene back then? Like, who were the artists around? And were they supportive of you guys? Did they help you out? Or
I'd like to say we were one of the first Baltimore.
Yeah, we had Homicidal Maniacs and Psycho Sane.
Yeah, we had 2 groups.
Yeah, we pretty much were.
Psycho Sane, which was Dizzy Dahmer's group at the time. He's not, they're not together no more. Also, Homicidal Maniacs, they're not together no more. Those are 2, like, some of the bigger, that were making some noise back then with us, So basically it was like IB, Psycho Sane, and Homicidal Maniacs. And maybe a few other guys too, I might be forgetting, but like in our own little circle, that's what we, that was our own little circle, you know what I'm saying?
hell yeah.
That was our clique.
So I think you covered this one a little bit. You guys met, during that first show, but what inspired you guys kind of to form Isolated Beingz together? I know you said you were Isolated Beingz prior, but was there a spark? Was there a moment that you're like, I need to have this guy on the part of the group type thing?
I think he was just.
I just wanted to keep doing it, and he was the only rapper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was just desperate.
I think I even asked his brother to do it.
Yeah, that wouldn't have worked out because my brother's a shy guy.
Yeah, I was like, come on, Slop Dirty, join me. And he was like, nah. and then Rob came forward. But it was magic from the start. I got rid of all of my past, my friends' tracks, and I just let Rob hop on, and it still clicked,
So it was kind of.
I think there was only one song where I kept my friend on.
So it was kind of like
because he fit pretty much every track that I needed him to.
So it's kind of like the reissue of Dark Lotus, Red, and then I took over Mars's part and shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's how that worked out. You know what I mean?
Clown Devil Boy in the chat says Ruthless Rob makes dope paintings. I got his Gathering exclusive painting from this year's Tom Woods art battle. Yeah, I did see you were in that art battle.
Yeah, that was fun as shit, man. I didn't win obviously, but I had a fun time doing it and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
And I was kind of pissed I didn't keep it because as soon as I gave it to the guy, Randy, people started offering him money for it and shit. I'm like, fuck, let me get that back, bro.
Yeah, I'll paint you another one. Fuck yeah. What would you guys say is like the pinnacle, biggest milestone of your career so far?
I'd like to think each step, like every time we do something, I mean, I think there's it's still more to be done, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I think as far as like a milestone is like every time we, obviously get picked to do a gathering, that's always fucking, fresh to me. When we open up for like bigger names, I'm always digging that. Makes you feel like accomplished something. You know what I'm saying? I think our biggest one was ICP back in 2015-16. It was the Marvelous Missing Link tour, and we fucking went there and represented, sold a shitload of tickets, and we just put it down for the Baltimore shit. You know what I'm saying? So that was probably my first fuck yeah. You know what I'm saying? As far as that goes.
Man, I love the Baltimore scene.
I think my first real moment was when we did that Twisted show.
Go ahead. Twisted show, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, when we were doing the Twisted show, and I had we sold all our tickets, and I haven't yet to give it to the booker, and I jumped it, and I did. It was one of our first real big shows, and I did a crowd surf with $1,000 in my pocket from the ticket sales. I was like, what a fucking idiot. But luckily it didn't move anywhere.
This is like, what year was this? Like 2008, 9-ish? You know what I'm saying? This is back when they were still on Psychopathic and shit. I think it was like the Slaughterhouse tour.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Hell yeah.
So,
yeah, it was the Slaughterhouse tour.
It was definitely more of a big deal.
That was a good one, ICP.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Now how would you describe kind of the current state of the scene, and like how has that evolved for the years, and like how's that affected you guys?
As far as the local scene or Juggalo scene or what?
I mean either, like especially the Juggalo scene, with the the divide and everything. Obviously things have changed. But even the local scene, because I'm from Pennsylvania, so I'm not far from you guys. We used to have a lot more artists from where I'm at, and now there's nobody.
That's kind of how it is now. I think it's, just, I don't know what the story is behind that, but yeah, it seems like there's lesser and lesser artists, which could be a good thing for us, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I agree with you. It's kind of like that in Baltimore, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of scattered out, as far as Baltimore, we're basically in Baltimore, and then you got like other people that are like scattered out, like Grim Smiles, he's in Frederick, you know what I'm saying? Nate Money, he's in Cecil County. So it's kind of in the same area, but as far as Baltimore, it's not many. It's like us and like Cryptic Souls, Killer Society and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And maybe a few more, like I said, but like I said, I try to keep our circle small, because I don't get too many people. So that's one of the reasons I'm with Two-Face for so long here, because I've been in other groups and shit too. I'm not going to speak on all that, but I don't get along well.
Put up with the shit.
So, yeah, exactly. He puts up a lot of my shit. So like I said, we keep our circle small, just shit like that.
Hell yeah.
I think it's got the Baltimore scene. As far as Juggalo shit goes now, I think it sucks on the whole divide. I'm not going to speak too much on that, because I don't want to get involved in shit and make it seem like I'm choosing sides and all this and all that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what it is. Like maybe that's just the world today too. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I feel like we're coming out of that though. Like I feel like we're finally coming out of that choosing sides thing. And a lot of people are falling somewhere in between.
We might get a resurgence.
Yeah,
maybe.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we need a resurgence.
Yeah, or I don't know. I don't see them fucking hanging out together.
I feel like it's going down just a little bit.
Yeah, well, like I said, time will tell, I guess. But I seem like the divide, like you said, it's still there, but maybe it is easing up a little bit. And as far as Juggalos go, Juggalos have always been fucking weird. I'm a Juggalo, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like they've gotten more fucking weird, you know what I'm saying? Especially these past fucking couple gatherings, I've been seeing some weird shit. And I'm like, fuck, I don't know if I can get jiggy with this shit, but hey, I ain't got no choice. I'm already in it too deep, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. So you guys do a lot, not a lot, but like you said, you keep your inner circle, and you've seen some big names for features and collaborations over the years. Do you guys have a personal favorite collaboration you've done?
It's like I gotta think about it. I think the Grave Plot track we have with Grave Plot's pretty dope. Strange Addiction, simply because we were really heavy into them at the time when we got that track made, and also not many people have Liquid Assassin and Grave Plot on the same track. It's either one or the other, because they're not together no more and shit. So that's always been one of my favorites. Strange Addiction with featuring Grave Plot.
Hell yeah. What about you, Two Face? You have any particular features that really?
Mad Child. We did a track with Mad Child, and we did a track with Head PE that I'm pretty proud of. Like I grew up listening to Head PE, so that was a real cool moment to get him on a hook. Basically, we're doing all these features just for ourselves.
Oh yeah.
It's like it's just a good thing to hear the people we like on our tracks.
Have you guys ever?
And we always find something.
It's almost like collecting trading cards. You know what I'm saying? You just want to
Right. You got to catch them all.
Yeah, you want to collect them all.
But have you guys ever been like starstruck in any of these moments where you're meeting someone that maybe you idolized? And
I used to be that way. Before I got more established and kept on meeting more and more famous people often. I would just be like in shock and all and be on their nuts and shit and riding their fucking balls. And after a while, I'm like, this ain't cool. I wouldn't want nobody doing that shit to me. So I just kind of treat them like if I see somebody or even talk to somebody on the phone, I got some pretty good contacts and stuff like that. And, sometimes I'll, talk to them and stuff like that. I kind of just like treat them as another human being, you know what I mean? Also, just because I don't want to seem like I'm fucking geeky ass fucking fanboy either, you know what I'm saying? I'm ruthless fucking Rob. I got a fucking image to uphold, you know what I'm saying? Fuck that shit.
Yeah, me personally, I'm an introvert, so I don't talk to nobody.
I feel you. That's
I get all space.
The guy I used to do a podcast with, that runs Spread the Dead. He's the same way. He's such a social butterfly, and a lot of times I'm like, I have my inner circle, and that's good enough. But
and it sucks too, because mostly when I'm doing these concerts,
it takes me.
I'm very fucking out there, and I gotta try to control myself, but it's pretty hard because I get the alcohol up in me and shit, and I'm just fucking a wild fucking man. You know what I mean? I'm talking to everybody out, fucking just look at me. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think a lot of the fans, fuck with us and shit.
I just kind of stick to myself.
Yeah, he's more of like the guy in the back, like, hey, what's up with Two Face? I'll tell you about this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Talk to me. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, can I get another fucking beer? Let me get another shot. I'll talk to you all fucking night long. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Now,
thank God. Yeah, go.
Going along.
Let me be by myself.
Yeah, going along that collab idea. Is there somebody that you guys had your eyes on still? Anybody? If you could pick anybody from past or present, you'd work with.
I would say past. I would probably say Jim Morrison. I'd like to get Jim Morrison on the hook. Present, I would have to say Esham because he's the fucking godfather of the wicked shit. Why not? You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, for me, if we're talking past, man, we were this close to getting Lord Infamous before he passed away, and then I really wanted to do a track with Wayne Static from Static X. That would have been a really dope track. And then present, of course, it'd be like City Morgue, Esham.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, definitely Esham's on a big bucket list for us.
I find that interesting. I've noticed watching a few, interviews, doing research, and reading some things. It does seem very much like Rob. You're a little bit more on the hip hop side of things, whereas Two Face, you're more into the metal and the rock and stuff.
And that's all the reason why we
I think that's a nice blend.
Hell yeah. Now, do you guys, you use that when you do your music as well? Like, you're like, all right, we're gonna have this rock part, and throw it to Two Face.
Yeah, we do that sometimes. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I get him more on the melody stuff, a little lower tone, and then of course when it's just screaming something, I'm your guy, and it really blends nicely. I think it keeps each track different because you'll hear something from him, and then something from me, which is totally different.
Now, like, does it lend you guys to even
the
trying to think how to words are hard sometimes. Does it when you go to make a song, like when the chorus comes up, is one of you guys doing it more often than the other kind of thing, or?
We kind of plan when we do a track and shit, like when we're actually playing it out now, So we'll text each other lyrics and stuff like that, and say, well, I think you would be good on this part,
Yeah.
or I think you'd be good on that part. We kind of like, you know, we don't see each other a lot. I mean, we see each other enough, but we text like almost every day. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
Whether
yeah.
it's just talking shit or just music shit, you know.
Bleezy says Two-Face got 2 fire-ass solo projects, which is, you know, lends into my next question, which is you guys do, in addition to Isolated Beingz, drop quite a few of, you know, solo projects, including, you know, Maggot Mouth was the most recent one, with Ruthless Rob here. Is it a different dynamic when you're approaching a solo album?
I do more solo shit than Two-Face does. So like I said, I was always a solo rapper aside Isolated Beingz anyway. But as far as Two-Face, he doesn't really drop too much solo shit, but he does have 2 solo joints out, a horror classic and a horror classic part 2. So I guess as far as I go, I just do my own thing, you know. And it's been so long since Two-Face dropped a solo. I don't know what the fuck he's, you know, what's going on with his shit right now. So I don't know.
Oh yeah. How'd you guys come?
I don't
to
plan
meet?
on releasing any more solos.
You like the group dynamic.
Well, I think he should release a horror classic part 3 before we
yeah.
Just saying.
Everybody in the chat is probably gonna agree. If you want to hear a horror classic part 3, put it in the chat. How'd you guys come to meet Dizzy Dahmer, and what's it like working for, you know, being part of Wicked Syndicate?
So like I said, I was already fucking with Dizzy before I met Two-Face here, and so I was in Baltimore, and you know, I would be on like AOL chats and shit like that. This is talking like 2001ish, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, it was some kind of horrorcore juggalo fucking
I think his network dropped out.
got Dizzy first aim the instant messenger shit.
We lost.
Uh-oh.
There he is. We lost you for a minute.
Okay. Did you hear anything I just said or not?
Not really.
No.
Right. I got you. So can you hear me still?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
All right, cool. So basically, like I was saying, back in like 2000, 2001ish, maybe, I guess around that time, there was instant messenger and shit, and somehow I got a hold of Dizzy Dahmer through instant messenger, and I was living in Baltimore, and he was living in Cumberland, Maryland at the time, so I've never met him, you know what I'm saying? So basically, you know, he liked some of my shit that I had posted like on SoundClick and shit like that, and basically was like, hey, you should do some shit with us, you know what I mean? I'll hook you up with beats and stuff like that. So before you knew it, I started, you know, doing some shit with him, and I was going out there on a fucking Greyhound bus, you know, a couple times a year, going out there partying and recording at his fucking house, and that's where I recorded my first album, Blood on My Hands, in 2006. Well, it was released in 2006. Was that thing took a couple years to record, just like, because I said I didn't have a studio or nothing back then, and I wasn't trying to, you know, drop a bunch of fucking loot at the first studio guy's fucking house. It's, you know, it was like a 2-year, 3-year project, but I finally got it done, and yeah, that was my first album through Wicked Syndicate. So basically, Dizzy doesn't live in Cumberland now. He lives in fucking Las Vegas, so I definitely don't see him at all anymore, but we still talk here and there too, you know, basically about like music and shit like that, and wrestling once in a while.
Oh yeah. Does he still predominantly do a lot of your production work, or do you kind of work around now with a bunch of people?
We work around with either right now it's basically, if Dizzy doesn't have time, we go through Bank Hard, which is Bad Mind.
Okay.
He's probably my go-to guy. If I don't get anything from Dizzy, it's usually either Dizzy or my dude Bad Mind from bankhardbeats.com. He's got some good shit. So
hell yeah. So tell me the origins of the Shamrock Inn, and why they regularly you know, host you guys and have you guys home, you know?
Take it to
that's pretty much Nate Money's whole deal. Nate Money found the Shamrock Inn, and I guess he had a really good ended up getting a really good relationship with the owner, and he just the owner likes having us because our fans buy beer and liquor and all that shit, keep them happy.
Oh yeah.
And we just keep on coming back every 3 months or so.
Hell yeah. I noticed like you guys are always there.
Yeah, I just did a show there this past Saturday. We did.
Yeah, I mean,
oh, I know. I was trying to go to that show. I just didn't have a place to crash for the night.
That's all good. There'll be plenty more, man.
Yeah, I was trying to go to that show too.
Yeah, he was having
my fucking car broke down.
Damn.
So I ended up doing solo, you know what I mean? But I still went there and represented and rocked it, you know what I'm saying? Shit was pretty fresh. And I also like the Shamrock Inn because it's like one of the last dive bars in Baltimore that's actually authentic, like an authentic dive bar. They got like a old school cigarette machine still in that bitch, you know what I'm saying? And it's just got like that old Baltimore feel to it, you know what I mean? It's not all jumpy or gentrified like that shit, you know how it is nowadays. Like it reminds me of a bar like I used to fucking drag my dad out of like back in the fucking 90s. So it gives me that cool like, you know, vintage feel, you know what I'm saying? And the owner's old school too, the guy Terry, he's fucking cool as shit. He's an asshole, but he's cool, you know what I'm saying? It's like if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? He'll tell you to go fuck yourself, but like in a nice way, you know what I mean? And shit like that. And I get told to go fuck myself a lot. So.
Hell yeah. Kind of speaking a little bit about Nate Money, you guys do a lot of work with, you know, well, you guys end up on their albums quite a bit, and they end up on yours with Nate Money, you know, Cryptid, Bloodlust, you know, that whole crew. How'd you meet those guys?
Through shows, basically through shows, kind of like how I met Two-Face. Basically, we ended up getting booked on some shows together, and we just kind of formed like this cool bond with them. You know, this is before Cryptid. Nate Money had a group called CCWB.
I think he found I think we gave him a demo.
It's been so long.
I think we gave him a demo, and then he asked us to do a show.
Okay.
And he asked us to do a show, and then next thing you know, we're fucking hanging out, doing shows every time. We're starting to hang out outside of the venues, and then we got him on a track, and then vice versa, and we kept on. We just always got to have each other on the albums now. It seems like
I look forward to those tracks too. Like when I go through the album, I'll hop.
Yeah, I love doing them. And you know I'm the rock guy, so I'm like, hey, can you give me a scream on this one? Can you do some Alice in Chains on this one? Give me some good shit.
I'm sure you love when.
Can you add some guitar to this?
Hopping on a Bloodlust track, man.
Yeah, Bloodlust is fucking crazy.
Oh, I saw him live for the very first time earlier this year, and you know, the crowd was dead because nobody was there, and I was loving every fucking minute of it.
Yeah, he's a fucking lunatic. I love him to death.
He still puts on a show.
Yeah,
Hell
exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna be seeing him again here shortly.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. You haven't seen the last of Bloodlust, I can tell you that.
I'll be seeing him this Sunday at the Reverb.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hell yeah. That's
the Scum show.
Cool. Hell yeah.
But you know, another person that you know, your name comes up around, and I had this gentleman on the show, and I think it's one of the reasons why I fell on your radar a bit is Bleezy Poe in the chat. You know, he said that he's kind of your unofficial
What up,
little brother.
Bleezy?
Yeah, that's the nephew right there. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
He's been coming to our shows when he was a little ass kid. I don't even think his nuts dropped yet, and he was like hanging out at our shows and shit. But yeah, he would always be at our shows, and one day I'm like, this guy's always here, yo. What the fuck's up? And you know, he's fucking singing along to all the words and shit, and he's like, you know, he just got into the rap game, so he's always like asked me questions and asked me advice and shit like that, and we'd give him advice and stuff like that. And then about a year or two ago, he's got, you know, serious with it, and I was like, yeah, that's what's up, man. Let me see you put the work in. You know what I'm saying? I do remember watching some of the interview you did with him, and I thought it was cool that he did let you know, like, just because he was my boy and shit, I didn't just give him a fucking shot like, oh, I'm gonna get all over your shit, you're gonna get all over my shit, and you know what I'm saying? I made him work for that shit, you know what I mean? And I thought that was cool. I thought that was admirable of him to actually put in the work that I told him to put in, you know what I'm saying? Because not a lot of people are, you know, willing to do that shit.
Hell yeah. Man, in talking to him, you could tell he's got the utmost respect for you too.
Hell yeah, that's my boy, yo. That's my nephew. You know what I'm saying? Not by blood.
I love that homie.
Yeah, you know, that's family right there. That's my man. Bleezy Pope.
Mid South says, I think you should have every member of Wicked Syndicate on the show, or I've had every member of Wicked Syndicate. Who all officially is on Wicked Syndicate? Isn't it just you guys and Bleezy?
Basically, right now
Yeah.
it's me as a solo act, Isolated Beingz, and Bleezy Poe. And I guess you can count Dizzy Dahmer, just because he's like kind of like the puppet master as far as like putting shit together, as far as distro and just production and mixing and all that good stuff. But he Dizzy has some solo stuff out there too. He just doesn't do it as much. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
But,
yeah.
He's
Check
had.
that out.
I don't know who's the one who dropped the last solo album, me or him.
Yeah, it's been a while. So it's usually, me or Isolated Beingz, and now Bleezy Poe's doing this thing. So it's basically, as far as the acts go, so those 3 acts right there.
Hell yeah. So what's your guys' opinion of the current East Coast rap scene, and how's it? Obviously everything's in the Midwest right now, but I think the East Coast is underrated.
Definitely is. But like you
Always
said,
will be.
yeah. But like you said, fucking the Midwest is always going to be ground zero for this genre. You know what I'm saying? It's going to always be like the epicenter of the fucking wicked shit, or horrorcore, or just the whole whole style, that kind of shit. I feel like if we lived in Ohio or like Michigan or some shit like that, I think we'd probably been a little bit bigger than what the fuck we are now. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people get thrown off because of the fact that we are from the East Coast. They're like, well, they're probably boom bap-ish or Wu-Tang-ish, and even that shit ain't even out there. Like the shit that is out there right now, it's usually about like trapping, and they got their own little lingo and shit. So that's where I kind of like mix my solo shit. I take like the wicked shit, and I take like the East Coast shit, and I put it together, and pretty much what you get. And as far as when me and Two-Face gets together, it's just strictly fucking wicked shit. Like I don't try to put like none of my East Coast swag in that bitch, or Baltimore shit in there. I mean, I do here and there just because it comes out of me, but as far as me and him go, it's strictly fucking horrorcore. Like we don't try to like do nothing else. You know what I mean? It's You'll notice that if you listen to some of my solo shit, you'll get a like mixture of both as well. But it's not as like vulgar, or you know what I mean? It's not as more gory and shit like that as to when I get with Isolated Beingz shit.
Hell yeah, I didn't even notice that, and man, that's interesting. I'm gonna notice it now though. Yeah, when I was coming up in the scene, when I was a kid and I was going to shows and shit, really there was no one around here I recognized except for the homies Wickedwood, and I didn't realize there was so much more. And then through Wickedwood, I've been finding all the guys down in Baltimore and Maryland, all you guys.
Yeah, I go way back with fucking dude Zach from Wickedwood. He used to come down and do shows in Baltimore with us and shit. This is for the crew he's got now. I think it was him and some other guy.
Yeah.
But the dude Zach, we used to do shows and shit in Baltimore together and stuff like that. I used to have him come down. He did a few shows. I think one was like the Hiding Spot, and one was like Penguins. This is like 2007-ish, 8-ish. So yeah, I got a little bit of history with those guys. Wickedwood's pretty cool.
Yeah, they're good people. Now I saw this on a different interview, and I want to bring it up. You guys have in the past done covers of other songs. Do you have a favorite cover you've ever done?
I would have to say "Shitless" by L7. We covered them, and it's a real good crowd pleaser when we do that show. It gets real fucking crazy when we do that one. We get crazy when we do that one. There's just a lot of energy packed behind that one.
Oh yeah.
So we that's a good track we like to do live.
I try to blow out my voice every time I do that track.
Did we have we done any other like cover songs as far as like
we did Pet Cemetery by the Ramones.
Yeah, and that was actually with Dizzy Dahmer. He actually rapped on that one. And that's rare.
Yeah.
So we got an IB track out there featuring Dizzy Dahmer called Pet Cemetery. So you want to check that out. It'd be a cool little gem to fuck with. You know what I mean?
YouTube.
Hell yeah. Now, is there any covers that you would consider doing? Is there one that you just haven't found the right time to do? Is there like a song that you've had your eye on?
We actually are doing it now that you say that. We are working on our new album right now, and we are covering a song, but we don't want to
Oh, that's fine.
We don't let the cat out the bag. But on our next album, we definitely have a cover song on there. So
we're gonna start the speculation train right here.
there you go.
What song is this gonna be? This is gonna be an Isolated Beingz album.
Yes,
yeah. What
yes.
song is Isolated Beingz gonna cover on their next album? I'm gonna change the title of the video to that. But hell yeah, clickbait, bro. But fuck, my list here is all jumbled up. Did that. Now, do you guys use like a lot of? I know you're big horror fans, and that is infused in a lot of your music. And one of the things that's big in the horrorcore scene is, of course, using clips and samples from those classic horror movies. Everything from the slashers to like the old Universal ones. Do you guys have a clip or a line that's been in a song that you really enjoyed putting in there?
Yeah, we got a lot of those. We've used Chucky, we've used Candyman, we've used Pet Cemetery Part 2. Two-Face actually uses a lot of that shit in his horror classic albums. So that's definitely he likes to do. You know what I mean?
I think my favorite one is, I believe we did it on Wicked Revival. We did the Where My Zombies At, and we sampled the news report from the first attack from the bath salts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where the guy got his face ate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we
I like that sample.
Put them in there like during bridges or like outros and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
What's also cool is we've been doing like for our more current shows, we've been coming out to like the Lost Boys theme. It's kind of like, before the music actually starts, we'll do like a Lost Boys background music type thing, just like to warm up a little bit.
Hell yeah. Probably about a year ago, I saw Tim Capella live do the shirtless saxophone.
Oh yeah.
It was pretty fucking lit.
I'm surprised.
Big Tony just said the Tales from the Crypt mixtape. The whole damn fucking album we sampled the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks to Rob.
We got a lot of shit, man. Fucking that just slips my mind. But yeah, thanks for reminding us about that. We got a mixtape, Tales from the Crypt mixtape, and basically we did like a fucking every track was movie music theme sampled, and Crypt Keeper was like pretty much like hosting it, not like chopped it around and made it to where it's like he was hosting our mixtape. And actually it took a lot of editing and it took a lot of fucking work. But I think that's an underrated project.
He did all the work.
Yeah, I had to do
back.
Work.
Oh, yeah.
There's a bunch of good songs on there.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, the Tales from the Crypt mixtape and horror classic solos from Two-Face here. You'll hear a lot of sampling if that's what you're into, like the horror movie shit.
Oh yeah, I'm a sucker for horror movie, especially like things I recognize. I'm like, yeah, man. Which I mean, we're kind of shifting gears now from our history, from the history to the horror side of things. But I got a couple more actually that are history. You guys' live shows I've seen, and even in the music videos, a lot of energy. And a big part of that is the costuming and the masks and stuff. The first part of the question I have for you here is, do you guys have like a favorite costume or prop you wore in like a stage show or a music video?
Well, when our younger days, I wouldn't say too long ago, but we would have these guys called masquerades, and they would dress up in like horror movie characters, masks and shit, and they would do like fucking backflips and handstands off the walls and all kind of crazy shit. I always thought that brought something cool to the table when we did live shows. We try to still do that in like bigger shows, you know what I'm saying? Like that are more bigger. But if it's like a place like Shamrock, not saying Shamrock's not the place to do it, it's just not big enough. You know what I mean? So yeah, we like doing that. That's like
I've seen the Chucky mask a handful of times.
And the masquerades ain't getting any younger.
Yeah, and the masquerades ain't getting
any Chucky's younger. My favorite.
I gotta start teaching.
Shout out to Michael.
Hell yeah. And going along the lines of masks and costumes, man, I gotta ask, what's the story behind the classic Ruthless Rob mask that you're rocking?
Yeah, man. So basically, when I first started, I always wanted to, like, I just wore a bandana at first. This is before I started doing shows. I just was kind of like shy, you know what I mean? I just like, I don't know, motherfuckers looking at me and shit, you know what I'm saying? So basically, I would wear bandanas or regular ski masks, like an all black one or something like that. And then finally, I just said fuck it, and just went barefaced. And sometimes me and Two-Face here, we would paint our faces here and there for like album themes and shit like that. And about like probably like 8 or 9 years ago, I decided to say, fuck, you know what? Let me put the ski mask back on, but let me alter it. Let me throw some blood on this bitch, because there's a lot of people rocking the ski mask. I just kind of want to do that still, and just make it stand out more with the blood splatter. You know what I'm saying? So as far as I know, I'm the only one that rocks the ski mask with the blood. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, there's a lot of people that just rock the fucking ski mask, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? But don't you dare put blood on it, because I'll put real blood on that motherfucker.
I like the blood too, because at points it looks like it's blood, and then at points it makes the white pop, and it looks like your face is like, covered in maggots, which is, goes well with the whole theme of maggot mouth and, zombies, which we'll talk about. I know a big part of your guys' identity and your fans are zombies.
Hell yeah.
But, man, is it more when you go to do a live performance? Do you rock the mask? Do you wear it like the whole time, part of the time?
It gets hot on this motherfucker. I'm not gonna lie. I do wear it on stage, and I do wear it in the crowd, but I'll take it off here and there. You know. But usually, once I get to that point of intoxication, I'm like, let me put this mask on and fuck with people. You know what I mean? So usually, I'm like, yeah. And that's when they're like, oh shit, here's Ruthless Rob. Ruthless Rob has awoken. There's no more Robert. There's Ruthless. So he's feeling himself. So it's kind of like, I give him a show before I give him a show, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean?
I mean, I wear a mask sometimes too. I go by Beef Tiger, which is a stupid gimmick wrestling thing.
Beef Tiger, I like it.
But yeah, I wore it to Buffalo weekend, and then it was like, this is so fucking hot. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just be Bartle again.
Yeah, that's like fucking Bloodlust, man. He wears
props to the axe.
Yeah,
Bloodlust. Alazulu and Bloodlust had like, big motherfuckers just wearing this hot ass rubber mask.
Yeah,
right.
Like, props to you.
That's some crack. I couldn't do that shit. You know what I mean? That shit would fucking wear me out. Especially at like a gathering and shit. Like fucking Bloodlust was walking around with that shit on. I'm like, dude, it's fucking like 100 degrees. What the fuck?
Oh yeah.
He's a tall dude too, and like the first time I saw him, it was a mask and like long ass overcoat.
He's a tall son of a bitch.
I'm like, who's that guy? Because I'm interested. That's dope.
Yeah, he's definitely a fucking, he definitely stands out. Bloodlust is fucking wild. At the fucking gathering we just went to, man, I told Nate, man, if he goes with us again, we got to get a fucking leash for him, because we had to like hunt him down every 5 minutes and shit. He was like everywhere, all over the fucking place.
Hell yeah.
Like, dude, this motherfucker's nuts.
I'm wondering if he brought Minion with him, kayfabe, and what Minion was getting into at the gathering.
Basically, yeah, he was there. Just, he rocked some shit with him, and basically he was just enjoying the show. You know what I'm saying? Fucking we all had a good time.
Hell yeah. Let's see here. Hell yeah. Okay, so we're gonna get to the horror stuff here in just a minute, but I think this is the best time to kick it over to some music, and we're gonna do this music block. And I know every time I have an artist on, it's weird, and y'all feel uncomfortable with it, but I do it anyway. We're gonna listen to your tracks in this block. We have some Isolated Beingz, as well as I have a Ruthless Rob track and Bleezy Poe in this block of music.
Got some Wicked Syndicate popping. I like it.
Hell yeah.
He told me what to do. witch doctor.
My hatred only grew.
I saw the witch doctor.
We came up with a plan, then I woke up in the morning with some blood on my hands.
Witch doctor, wicked witch doctor. Witch doctor, wicked witch doctor.
Witch doctor, wicked witch doctor.
Witch doctor, wicked witch doctor. Drank a fifth of vodka and saw the witch doctor. He told me I was out of my mind and off my rocker. Big shocker, tell me something I don't know. Warlock, I'm coming with the wicked flow. You just a rookie, ho, we wicked shit veterans. Catch me after midnight like David Letterman. I'm gonna be severing assholes and elbows. Dried up blood stains on my new show. Oh, so what the hell, yo? Give it to me straight, doc. Snuck out to the graveyard, they didn't keep the gates locked. A gray spot hovers over me constantly. Am I a psycho? I don't know, probably. I guess I gotta be. What can I say when everybody that I talk to runs the fuck away? I saw the witch doctor, he told me what to do. He said that you're a bitch and I gotta murder you. I saw the witch doctor.
He told me what to do.
I saw the witch doctor.
My hatred only grew.
I saw the witch doctor.
We came up with a plan, then I woke up in the morning with some blood on my hands.
Witch doctor, wicked witch doctor. Witch doctor, wicked witch doctor.
Witch doctor, wicked witch doctor.
Witch doctor, wicked witch doctor.
I went to see the wicked witch doctor up the east. He gave me Satan's toe. It said it's from the holy beast. Cannibal Holocaust, another Caucasian disease. My lyrics are so vicious that you gonna need a priest. I don't give a fucking goddamn about my critics. I got no limits, kill you with my hands, no gimmicks. Bodies disappearance, turning victims into spirits. Dolly dearest, the witch doctor's here to visit. I think I'm delirious, why so serious? Lurking through the night, mysterious, insidious, hideous. Body found by your affiliates. Murder so meticulous, I'm villainous. My wickedness can be seen by any form of light. You can see my shadow in the darkest of night. I give a blind man sight, then I take it back. Slinging demons seeming straight out my nutsack.
I saw the witch doctor.
He told me what to do.
I saw the witch doctor.
My hatred only grew.
I saw the witch doctor.
We came up with a plan, then I woke up in the morning with some blood on my hands.
Witch doctor, wicked witch doctor. Witch doctor, wicked witch doctor.
Witch doctor, wicked witch doctor.
Witch doctor, wicked witch doctor.
What's up? We in the motherfucking house. We about to run up on these motherfuckers. My boy Rufus Rob, Project Born. Hey, about to let this bitch go. Come on, come on.
Yeah, you just heard what the fuck you just said. Rufus motherfucking Rob, Project motherfucking Born. Frank Nitty, Hope Frost, Nose, R.I.P. to half pipe, let's go.
I run up on them with a pocket full of hollow tips. I run up on them, make they baby mama swallow dick. I run up on them and I lay these motherfuckers down. I'm on a more other way back to Flint Town. Bloody ski mask, yeah, that be the trademark. Bitch, you ain't hard, man, you softer than a gay spark. I'm from the underground where the shit stay dark. I'm the body of a fake mark at the state park.
Yeah, about to run up on them till I freeze with your bitch ass. Who the fuck you talking to? I squeeze on your bitch ass. In and out, smooth on the move, ninja quick fast. What the hell y'all thought? Y'all the only ones that get cash? These Project Boys and Ruby Robbers out here, we the coldest. We slicker than a motherfucker, the way that you can hold us. You better live your life while you out here talking bogus. Before you people fight your witty ninjas coming roguish.
You disrespected what I'm reppin', I'ma run up on them. Teach you a lesson if you steppin', I'ma run up on them. No second guessing my aggression, I'ma run up on them. I run up on them, motherfucker, I'ma run up on them. You disrespected what I'm reppin', I'ma run up on them. Teach you a lesson if you steppin', I'ma run up on them. No second guessing my aggression, I'ma run up on them. I run up on them, motherfucker, I'ma run up on them.
Give me a reason to make you bitches believe it. I run up on them and squeeze and leave none of you bitches breathing. It's killing season, that's meaning the killer's fiending. The Leo family bleeding, so say you're a prayer. You bout to need it, they hate me and I can see it. The Project Boy, you can't be it. They copy the way we living, but nigga, we on some G shit. Cause money's always the motive. Project Boy, we exploding, and now you haters can't see us like cats with a frilly ghost. You from the city of murder, cross the board, you get murdered. Rolling with Ruthless Rob, we doing shit that's unheard of. Cause I'm trying to perfect my flow, all about that dough. Gotta throw that foe when I walk through the door. Say there we go, Pope about to blow, so better get low, bitch.
You disrespected what I'm reppin', I'ma run up on them. Teach you a lesson if you steppin', I'ma run up on them. No second guessing my aggression, I'ma run up on them. I run up on them, motherfucker, I'ma run up on them. You disrespected what I'm reppin', I'ma run up on them. Teach you a lesson if you steppin', I'ma run up on them. No second guessing my aggression, I'ma run up on them. I run up on them, motherfucker, I'ma run up on them.
What's up? We in the motherfucking house. We about to run up on these motherfuckers.
Hope Frost knows R.I.P. to handpicked. Let's go.
I realized I put the wrong track in and I doubled up on the track.
Oh,
Whoops.
shit.
But hell yeah, that was Bleezy Poe and Project Born. And
That was
of
Ruthless
course,
Rob and Project Born.
Ruthless Rob and Project Born. I don't know why I fucked up there when I put the same track on twice for some dumb reason.
Go bump that fucking Bleezy Poe after this fucking podcast then.
Absolutely, man. I bumped that album. It's so good. And shout outs to Project Born. They were on last week. Such a fucking great interview. If you guys have it, anybody in the chat who hasn't seen it, man, go back after the episode, peep that shit out. They drop big fucking news. Always gentlemen, those two.
Yeah, Frank Nitti dropping news.
Blowing minds.
Gotta go back to hear it.
Hell yeah. Shout out to, some of the new people in the fucking chat. I know I saw Candy in the chat as well as Knowledge.
That's the homie.
Grim Smiles was in here a little bit earlier, and Smiles Bundy in the house. What up?
What's up, Grims? What's up, Smiles?
Hell yeah. Now, before we switch over to, talking about some horror stuff, there is a Q&A in the fucking chat, guys. If you have questions for Isolated Beingz, put it in there. We'll ask them if we got time. I'm going to ask the ones that are in there right now to get them out of the way. Robert's just showing fucking love, saying patiently waiting for a history lesson. I think he was in before we started. And he says, love you, ninjas.
Yeah, I met him at this past gathering. He's a real cool dude, man. Shout out to fucking Robert.
I believe he's the one who started the, the new Facebook group.
He has.
Yeah, appreciate him.
Like a motherfucker. I'm like, dude, this motherfucker
representing.
Up, you know what I'm saying? So that's love right there. You know what I mean? So shout out.
Give this man a free T-shirt.
Yeah, we gotta come up with something.
Yeah, we gotta hook him up.
Mid South asks, would you say Aftermath of an Unchosen Path was equivalent to House of Crazy's old tapes or Bedlam's old shit? Like, was it y'all's classic shit?
Yeah, that was the first album that we were talking about earlier, where pretty much I went over all his former member shit, Aftermath, the Unchosen Path. So, yeah, that's some old school shit. I guess you could. It kind of makes sense. Yeah, I would consider that like our House of Crazy era type shit. But we never changed our name.
Hell yeah. Danklo Art, this one's perfect for what we're going to be talking about. Wants to know what your favorite horror movies are.
I like all the old school shit, I know that's a cliche thing to say nowadays, but I really like 80s and 90s shit. I like I'm weird, like Two-Face is more of like the slashers type. I like that shit too, don't get me wrong. But I like doll movies and like puppet movies and ventriloquist dummy movies shit. I always thought that shit was fucking cool. I don't know why. I just I think this the cinematography of it and all is fucking cool, and just how they do it and shit like that. And that's one of my biggest fears when I was a kid. I was always scared of like puppets and dolls, and but you couldn't get me to stop watching them. I would always want to watch the shit.
Right.
But I just love like Puppet Master, Chucky.
Of course.
A lot of like Full Moon shit. I'm like Full Moon Productions and shit like that.
Oh yeah, no, I feel you. One of my favorite movies of all time is Sorority Babes at the Slimeball Bowl-orama. So.
Yeah. Yeah, they made some pretty cheesy movies, but they're good, you know what I mean, in a good way.
Right. Well, that one isn't, but
yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, my favorites are pretty much like Lost Boys, Fright Night, Silver Bullet, and then of course you got the slasher films like Nightmare on Elm Street 1 and 3. Friday 13th part 4.
Don't do that to me, my guy. I am constantly saying on here that Nightmare on Elm Street 2 is the best Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh no,
I'm a troll.
I might think part 3 might be the best Nightmare for me.
You know, I you know, 2 is you know, the one that everybody shits on. But I actually saw like a live Q&A with the director, and I forget the name of the actor who played, you know, the main character. And,
right.
It was actually really fucking interesting, and the movie grew on me from that a little bit. But yeah, no, 2 is pretty bad.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens sometimes with these movies. They're so bad, they're good. You know what I'm saying?
They're good. Yeah.
So that's the genre I like. I like the movies that are like beyond. Like, let's make Gary Busey a gingerbread cookie.
I loved it. Like Full Moon, I love that shit.
They're my movies. Like, I actually have a whole series on the channel, which we're gonna do later, where I have a wheel of just really bad modern horror movies and like cheesy fucking shit. And I'm like, I'm gonna watch this and talk about it.
Yeah, I dig that like cheesy shit, and I like the, you know, like I said, like the slasher shit. You know, the basic, you know, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Friday 13th.
I love it when they get creative.
Halloween.
You know, when they step out of like the normal. Oh, I'm a guy who kills people.
Right.
And
that's why I
like
yeah, like
Wishmaster's probably one of my favorites because it stepped out of the box so much.
Yeah, definitely. When there's like creatures and shit like that involved, that's, you know, I always think that's cool. You know what I mean? Like critters and like ghoulies and shit like that.
I love ghoulies.
Yeah, just that 80s shit, man. That 80s shit was where it was at.
Hell yeah.
I liked it really because back in the day you could you know, when you want to watch a good horror movie, you were basically going to the video store, and what you was doing was you wasn't even knowing nothing about the movie. You're just looking at this shit based on its cover. You know what I mean? And a lot of the covers were fucking good. Just it looks like they sometimes they might have spent more money in their budget on the fucking cover than the actual fucking movie itself, and that was kind of disappointing at times. But like I said, that was like the coolness about getting movies back in the day, is like you just it was a hit or miss, you know what I mean? And I found some classics I still fuck with today, just, you know, just getting shit by chance from the video store.
Right. There's so many too that are just lost to time because they never updated them to like DVD format. Right. And you know, there's when I go to cons, there's usually a vendor that's taken the time to transfer like these movies over to fucking DVD. And I always
I got Fright Night Part 2. I got Fright Night Part 2 that way because I guess Weinstein or whatever, it might have had something to do with that movie, so it never got a DVD release.
That's why you know, Dogma never got updated to Blu-ray, because it's trapped in that whole debacle with the Weinstein garbage. Candy in the chat asking about a couch. She said she heard there's a couch for sale.
I don't know what the fuck is for the couch. I've heard her say that shit.
Tree Fitty.
I don't know what's up.
I need about Tree Fitty.
I'm kind of intrigued on what the fuck the couch is, but I've seen her rambling about a couch in other chats, so I'm kind of curious too on what the fuck she's talking about.
I need about Tree Fitty.
Goddamn, Smiles Bundy wants to know the diameter of Ruthless Rob's nipples. This is why I don't open it up to everybody.
They're probably $half size, maybe a little shorter.
Hell yeah, there you had it. Fucking, that's the thumbnail. That's gonna be the new thumbnail.
There you go. Hey, if you came to some of my shows, you've seen a lot fucking worse.
Yeah. I know I have.
Young Ruthless asking, what's your favorite track you've ever done?
Young Ruthless, that's actually my son. He's 19 years old, man. That's my boy right there. Shout out to Young Ruthless.
Shout out.
I'm sure I've told him this before. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. You know, I like to, you know, my memory's not like what it used to be. I don't know. My favorite track that Isolated Beingz have done. I like God Bless the Dead a lot, because that's like I said, another good one that we like to do live. I like God Bless the Dead. As far as I think that probably might be my favorite Isolated Beingz track that we've done. So.
Hell yeah! How about you, Two-Face? I think his network dropped. It'd be doing that sometimes. I think we lost. He's still cutting out. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, yeah, you froze for a minute.
You hear me?
Yeah, you froze for a minute.
Oh.
What would you say is your favorite track?
That one, that it might be Till Death Do Us Part. That it might be that because I really love doing that one live.
Hell yeah.
And then also like Swamp Bitch and Don't Go Into the Woods are a lot of my favorite tracks too.
That's what's up. Fuck it. Bleezy's saying Two-Face is is real a robot. I can't read.
I don't think he can type.
Two-Face is a real robot. Breezy can type perfectly fine, thank you. I think he might. I think he might think Two-Face is a robot because he might have seen him peeing one time, and he does have a great wiener, so that might have thrown him off a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I hear the Clockwork Boys also have great wieners.
I'm sure they do.
Hell yeah, let's shift over to horror movies a bit here. Now, obviously, horror movies influence your music quite heavily, as well as, you know, being from Baltimore. Obviously, Edgar Allan Poe has had an influence on you guys.
Definitely, yeah, Edgar Allan Poe, man. Definitely. I know Bleezy Poe was talking about it last time he was on there, but he pretty much hit the nail on the head as far as you know. I think he's like one of the first motherfuckers to do horrorcore. If you ask me, he just didn't put it on a beat. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
I have an Edgar Allan Poe tattoo. Two-Face has an Edgar Allan Poe tattoo as well as Bleezy Poe. He's like a icon. If you're into that morbid dark shit, definitely you're Edgar Allan Poe freak. If you're from the Baltimore area, you know what I'm saying?
Hell
like
yeah.
He's buried right in the heart of downtown Baltimore, and you know, he wasn't born here, but you know he died here and did a lot of his work here, and his corpse is here. So the bar that he used to hang out at is still a bar. I actually went there a few times. It's kind of yuppied out a little bit, but I still think it's cool, like to go in there and check it out and see where Edgar Allan Poe had his last drink and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. It's definitely a life goal of mine to check out the whole Poe stuff because, you know, Baltimore's not that far from me.
If you're ever in the area and you want to, you know, we could probably plan something out. I can show you around. I can show you where he's buried and stuff like that. That's a real cool spot. We've actually shot a music video there in front of Edgar Allan Poe's grave before, so definitely.
Oh yeah. So we talked about your favorite horror movies. What would you say, like, when you have to reach out for a genre? I know we talked a little bit about it. What genres do you tend to lean yourself towards?
Like currently, or?
Yeah, currently. I mean, 80s stuff too. That's fine.
I listen to all kind of shit. If you hear my Spotify fucking shit at work, like, and it's on shuffle, you might hear fucking Ozzy, you might hear ICP, you might hear fucking Backstreet Boys. I like 90s pop. I'm not gonna fucking front. You know what I'm saying? I like shit that I grew up on. I like these glam shit. I like I really just don't like country music, to be honest with you. I don't like that country shit. I've never been a big fan of country, and thank God my parents never put me on with that shit. Because I know a lot of people, they like country just because their parents listen to it, and my mom and dad didn't listen to country. It was either like rock or you know, and then the pop stuff was where I got the shit from my mom, like what was popular and stuff like that. But my dad, he was a metalhead and stuff like that. He really liked fucking like Maiden and Zeppelin and, you know, Motorhead and AC/DC, and, you know, when I got older, I liked Pantera as far as like rock goes, Metallica, obviously, just, you know, as far as and like I'm saying that now because I still listen to a lot of that shit today. I go back and listen to that shit still. You know what I mean? Like I could listen to shit from like the 80s and on up, and some 70s, some 60s shit. I really miss like old school hip hop. You know what I mean? So I'm always listening to old school hip hop from the 90s and shit. You know, just like rock. Like I think 90s is where I'm still stuck in that 90s time frame in my head as far as music goes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
As far as like new shit, there's a few things that I like. What some guys are doing, like City Morgue, like Two-Face said earlier. I like City Morgue. Puya, Fat Nick, Shakewell, you know, Suicide Boys, stuff like that. Like I dig what they're doing. I think this, you know, they're changing the game up a little bit, and I think that's fucking cool. You know what I mean? So like I said, I listen to a lot of shit. Like it does, like I said, pretty much everything except country. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. How about you, Two-Face?
Yeah, back in the day, it was all like that new metal stuff, like Korn, Static X, Dope, Head PE. Limp Bizkit, and then it became into the ICP, and then after that it was like 3 6 Mafia and Gravediggers, and I don't know, man. Lately I don't really catch myself listening to that much music. City Morgue and Madchild, and then I like to go over our stuff and our homies making music. Um, and I be listening to a lot of podcasts now,
Right.
but the inspirations are still there from all the older stuff. I still go back and occasionally will listen to some weird shit like Bloodhound Gang or something like that.
When you guys aren't doing music, do you tend to listen to, horrorcore artists more, or do you tend to like get away from that a bit? And
I like I said, I listen to a lot.
I kind of get. Yeah, I've kind of leaned away from it, but every now and then I'll come back to it, like Dark Half and all that.
hell yeah.
Yeah, I check out
Project Born.
every psychopathic release. I have to check out. I feel like I have to, or I can't sleep. You know what I mean? So I always have to check out every psychopathic joint that comes out.
How do y'all feel about like Second Deck?
It's I'm not better than the first one, but I don't think it's horrible. You know what I mean? I think my favorite Joker's card from the Second Deck might be Fred Fury, Fearless Fred Fury. I thought that was a real good one.
Oh yeah,
that's probably my favorite one from the Second Deck.
Fred is definitely the hardest, and it brought back. I felt like we got lost along the way a little bit near Missing Link. And I feel like Fred was like, "Hey, we're still the clowns.
Exactly.
Let me throw some shit at you."
Fuck yeah. That's definitely. I think that's the hardest one of the Second Deck. Definitely. Yeah. And we listen to like I said, like you said, as far as new metal and shit, I always go back and listen to Korn, Papa Roach, fucking even Limp Bizkit. I don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna front. I'm not gonna sit there and say I didn't listen to this shit back in the day, because I did, and I still do once in a while. I don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? You might hear me listening to fucking 3 6 Mafia 1 minute, or fucking Tupac, and then you turn around and come back and I'll be listening to fucking like I said, Backstreet Boys or some weird shit. You never know. You know what I mean?
I usually my iPod's full of the fucking Slash Street Boys covers, because man, I love those. But hell yeah. Let's see, we asked that one. How do you guys feel about contemporary horror compared to like horror of the past?
What do you mean, like the movies?
Seems more like
like the newer stuff.
It seems more like they're just trying to get that jump scare.
Yeah,
it's not really about. Give me the blood and guts.
Yeah, I've complained about that often on the channel. I feel like right now it's going to be some weird psychological horror, but like it's like so far fetched, and like just they throw everything at you, or it's just chock full of fucking jump scares. And Halloween used to do it.
All those like paranormal movies.
Yeah, it used to, like, the jump scares used to be like a little less, to the effect of trying to jump at you, and more like, I'm gonna fake you out, and then
right,
like it was more about misdirection, and now it's like that's where they're trying to get the scare. I feel
they just put a big ass bang in and that's all you need, and you just have a quiet room, and then boom, and then you get your scare. It's a cop out.
And not only that, it's too. My thing is the fucking CGI. It's one thing if you do it good, but if you do it fucking bad, it fucks the whole movie up. You know what I mean? I don't have nothing against CGI, but if you got to do it, you got to do it real fucking good. Like, obvious CGI ruins a movie for me.
Give me real blood.
If it's CGI, it better be terrible CGI, because that's what I'm about. But along that line too, with the contemporary shit, there's so many fucking reboots and sequels, and I'm here for some of the TV series, but like, how do you feel about like some of the reboots they've done? Like, they did the Child's Play reboot. They brought back Texas Chainsaw. They brought back Halloween and shit.
Like I said, nothing's
kind of falling flat for me.
You know what I mean? I always like the old school shit better. That's what anybody's going to say. But I don't mind, like I said, because I'm a big Chucky fan. So I don't mind even if it's a bad Chucky movie. I'm just happy they're still keeping that shit going. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, I loved when they did, Cult and stuff wasn't bad. That remake with Mark Hamill, though, I refuse to watch because they went from taking something cool with like, Charles Lee Reed being a serial killer and like voodoo bullshit, and they just made him a robot. And
Yeah,
that
was fucking whack. Yeah, that was very disappointing.
Just a wonky iPhone.
I went to the movies and saw that shit, and I was like so pumped, and I walked out that motherfucker like ready to fucking ask for my money back. But I was like,
I was like, I was all down to see it until I heard one, they changed the name of the doll, and then two, that they made him, just a programmer fucked with this chip, and it's like, okay, I seen that movie. It's called Small Soldiers. I don't need that in my Chucky movie.
Yeah, they fucked that all up.
That's a great movie.
Have you guys peeped out the TV series at all?
Yeah, definitely. I didn't finish the last series. Because I don't have cable. I usually stream all my shit, so it's hard for me when I'm working and stuff to like catch up. And I actually I'm not gonna lie, I kind of lost interest, and I never went back and finished it. So, but before I start season 3, obviously, I'm gonna finish up season 2. But I
haven't even started season 2 just because I'm so I can't commit to watching anything anymore. I feel.
Yeah, same here. I'll watch it when I can.
Right. But I like what they did with Chucky. They brought it back a little bit. I didn't like that. The pacing was off because it felt like, okay, Chucky's gonna kill one person an episode, and like it was really slow to start. I feel.
My favorite part of the series is when he's randomly just sticking his middle finger up at people. Like, I always think that's like, yeah.
Hell yeah. That's why, Bride of Chucky's always going to be my fucking favorite, because there's a scene where he fucking flips off people in a car. And I don't know why. That's just like the first movie, the first one, he flips them off in the elevator, which is pretty dope too. But,
yeah, Chucky's about that fuck you life, you know what I mean? So.
Right. Child's Play.
Like when he's rocking out the white zombie.
Hell yeah. Chucky's always been my favorite slasher.
Dude, I have Brad Dourif's autograph on my arm. I don't know if you can see it, but
that's he's on my bucket list to meet, because my very first horror con, the only person I wanted to see was the kid who played Andy. I'm spacing on his name now. Alex Vincent. Yeah, the only person I wanted to see was Alex Vincent, and I paid for the picture, the signature, the works, because I'm such a Chucky fan, and he was really down to earth.
Yeah, he's cool as shit. I met him and Brad Dourif at the same time, and he's a lot smaller than I expected. He's real short. He's like wearing a 9 Inch Nails t-shirt. I thought that was cool. I'm like, hey, what's up, man? So I thought that was cool. Yeah.
Yeah, man. He's on my bucket list. I want to meet him, and then a couple people from my favorite horror movie, which is Q the Winged Serpent, in the creature feature section of horror.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of creature features as well.
Yeah, same here. I love that shit, man.
I thought John Kassir.
Hell yeah.
I thought John Kassir was really nice to meet. He was a really cool person.
Yeah, he's fucking cool too.
The guy who plays the voice of the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I've met. There's meeting artists, and then there's like paying for the photo and not really getting to talk to them, and. I have a few of those, or it's like I wish I took the time to go talk to him. Like Tom Savini, I got a picture with Tom Savini, but like I didn't really get to talk to Tom Savini.
Right.
Or like Joe Bob Briggs. I would love to, have had time to talk to Joe Bob. But hell yeah. Do you guys go to horror cons and stuff?
Oh yeah, we went to a few together. We used to go to the Monster Mania ones in Jersey a lot.
I want to go to those. They're so expensive.
Yeah, and there's one that comes around our area too. It's called it's Monster Mania, but it's in what's the name of that area?
Frederick?
I think it's like Hunt Valley. It's a Hunt Valley.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah. The Monster Mania.
Hunt Valley, yeah.
The Monster Mania ones are real good. They usually get a lot of good right. Actors and stuff. Good guys.
So yeah, it was like maybe 4 years ago now. I was working at a bookstore, and they just I met the guy. He just decided one day he was gonna throw money into doing a con in Gettysburg, and now they have it every year. It's called Creature Feature Weekend, and man, I try to go every year. and because they always get like they do like live, it's smaller, so the artists are walking around, talk to them all the fucking time. They do like live, like they'll show the movie and they'll have live commentary and shit. I think the coolest one was seeing Frankenhooker and like being at the live commentary for that.
Yeah, that's probably a good one to hear some shit talking about that one.
Oh, that and Velocipaster. The fucking live commentary for Velocipaster was insane.
Yep.
Oh yeah. We touched on some of these questions already. What are your blah 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 blah? We did that. Now, specifically in zombies, I know you guys. What about zombies really got your guys' attention?
I don't even know how the fuck that happened. We just started repping that shit in like our songs and stuff by the time the second project we put out. And I don't know. I think we had this idea in our head, like, ICP has juggalos, and at the time Tech Nine was calling his fans technicians and shit like that. And I'm like, dude, what if we call our fans like zombies or some shit like that? And then we just like, yeah, that's fucking sick, you know what I mean? And we just ran with the zombie theme for like a good while, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We still rep the zombie shit, not as hard as we used to. It felt like as soon as we started doing that shit, fucking Walking Dead came about. Like almost like, what the fuck, you know what I mean? Like zombies haven't been like a big thing. A while, you know what I mean? But we ripped off an old Italian movie. I think it's it's called like Plague of the Zombies. We got that logo. We got the fucking
Plague of the Dead or something like that.
Yeah, as our logo, and that's really what popped it off. We got these shirts with the Plague of the Zombies logo, zombie, on our shirts and shit, and that's what really popped it off. Everybody, let me get one of them shirts. We pressed up so many of them fucking shirts. They're out of print too, obviously. Thinking we got to get some more eventually. If we start doing a lot more bigger shows and stuff like that, we'll go back to doing it. But right now we're just basically digital. And, dude, we'd rather just stick to making music right now. You know what I'm saying? As far as merch goes, we're not really big on merch. Like I said, I wish we could do more. We definitely do physical copies just for the collector aspects of people, wanting physical copies and shit like that. But who knows? We might have a fucking action figure one day. Who the fuck knows? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I know. One of the albums I tend to listen to a lot, and I love the cover for is Trioxin, and hope I said that right. But
oh yeah,
it reminds. It brings back that feeling of, fucking Lloyd Kaufman and Toxic Avenger and shit.
Yeah. So that was basically Return of the Living Dead themed, you know what I mean? As far as yeah, so definitely had the tracks and shit in that one. That was more of like
and barrels.
Yeah. That was more of like our shock rock style, I guess, theme phase. I don't fucking know. I was drunk a lot when I
Trioxin rock.
Do you guys go into your albums like theming them? Like you're like, this one's gonna be themed on like this genre or this type of thing, or is it more of a mixed bag?
We kind of try to make it like a horror movie almost. You know what I mean? So what we do is like Last House by the Cemetery, we pretty much like had a bunch of like horror themed songs, like old school horror, like Psycho type shit, or like the Bird, like Hitchcock type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Don't go into the basement.
I love that Birds one.
We went that route, and then the last one was
I Spit on Your Grave.
Yeah, exactly. What the old school shit.
Hell yeah.
And so the last one, Psycho Cinema, we went the theatrical horror shit. Like shit you will see in 3D at the movies. Stuff like that. So this next one we got is going to be pretty much like straight, like, I want to kind of say like Devil's Rejects meets a real life case, because we are naming it after a real life case, a real life murder case called the Leffer Tape. That's our next album we're working on, the Leffer Tapes. Basically, Two-Face knows a little bit more than I do about the Leffer Tapes and its origin, but you can let him know about that and what we're working on if you want.
Yeah, I mean it's about the Toolbox Killers, and apparently they recorded their torture and they played it for the jury, and they all walked out like throwing up and just crying and everything, and even some of the police working on the case have committed suicide. So I just thought it was a real wicked concept that we'd have the Ledford tape,
right?
And like if you listen to it, bad things could happen, kind of thing.
I like it's very,
and I think it's very dark because it's based on more real life. So we'll have a lot more of
real life is the best
and
horror.
Serial killers.
No, I know you've done other songs, about serial killers. There was the one about the Black Dahlia killer. Do you guys, have quite a library of songs about, actual real life events?
He's got a track called "The Ghost of Ted Bundy" on one of his horror classics. Do we have anything else as far as that goes?
I think our new album.
What's that?
A new album. We're gonna base it on like BTK and.
Oh yeah, exactly. We got
the BTK killer. That'll be coming.
Dennis Rader. Yeah.
I'd say we do a lot more with the horror.
Yeah.
Like a lot more of the influences are on horror.
Hell yeah. Let's see here. I mean, I think that's it kind of for the horror questions. We have a few, just a few more closeout ones here, but I think we're going to throw it over to some music here quick. And when we come back, I'm going to ask the rest of the questions from the chat. So guys, if you have questions you still want to ask, put them in the fucking Q&A, or if they're in the chat, I'll try to catch them, as well. Let me see here. Up next, we're gonna finish off the music we started with tonight. So we listened to Jay Bazaar already. We have the Blazy Boys and Project Omerta still to come. So peep that shit out. Did I have the fucking video up the whole time? Wow.
Yeah, I didn't say anything.
I didn't.
Backseat Productions.
You see, everything's alright, no need to grant me your attention. Fake today, don't sway your way regarding my intentions. I live this very moment in my mind is making fiction. Now I let my demon play, releasing all of my decisions. Take a box cutter, rip you open like a new rubber. Classified a lethal weapon, just call me Danny Glover. Got a full clip, fully loaded, looking like I'm Private Pile. Spitting automatic fire, watch my chamber freestyle. Death. My name is chilling in the rifle is a roller that is too many here early in my perfect here. Just with your words, there's my missions of the air in my hand. It's just American edition. That's what it is. I got a bunny ammunition. So the motherfuckers, you're an idiot, but I play magician. You don't need a run suppression. This is not a competition. My heart is first, like a sparring. Now I bring it in militia. In your soul, the wickedest known, the way to atone for taking it home and making it wrong. I'm coming in running, I'm gunning, I'm loving, I'm bumping and gushing, I'm slashing and laughing, no gapping, it happen. I'm the captain, the stabbing, head bashing, body stashing, life slashing and rapping. I'm providing the proof, I'm moving the truth, and making this news, the such a so loose. Gives me your booze, when I see the red juice, and the way that I spews on the blade that I use. I'm sadistic, I'm about to go ballistic, not simplistic, my runs are mystic, my mind gets sick, I know you're against it. Nobody gets it, step up if you wanna risk it. Take the task, gotta put you in a gasket, to pick up the action, and cut through your lashes, then wrap you and blast you, get permanently passes. Think you have to gas and light it up and matches. I'm motherfucking out of the eye that is trying to me. I gotta get it out of me. This killer inside of me. It needs the anomaly fucking more than they gotta be torn from the side. Me won't lie. When he might see you won't hear about your screams and the prophecy of his ideologies. Go ahead and abolish now. Wonder bird always sleeping in the flesh. You gotta see. So pure it's gotta be searching for I ain't seen. I am killing you.
the party like y'all have been waiting. Here you run your mouth, bitch, with a fake it. I'm taking everything like it is a statement. And if you see the cops, boy, best not make a statement. Aim for heads, fuck the feds, we've been waiting. Omerta, bitch, and we coming for the payments. Run your pockets or you'll end up on the pavement. Your teeth on the curb and your brains on the cement. Welcome to our city, bitch, it's the takeover. Taking everything you got, me and all my soldiers. Loading up a couple rounds, shoot up in the sky. Welcome to our city, bitch, where it's do or die. Yeah, it's do or die. Yeah, it's do or die. If they hating on us, then we let them fly. Middle fingers in the sky, I say fuck them all. If they swing on my brother, then we bout to brawl. Take all your money, you fill up the bag. Me and the team, we shoot and we stab. I'm fucking your bitch and I'm smoking your stash. I throw your weed, that shit was just trash. You know we're the best in the head of our game. We fuck with the money, don't care for the fame. You say that we change, but who says the same? We load up the clip and then we take aim. Welcome to our city, bitch, it's the takeover. Taking everything you got, me and all my soldiers. Loading up a couple rounds, shoot up in the sky. Welcome to our city, bitch, where it's do or die. Run this city, bitch, best keep my name about your mouth. The nitty gritty twins extended clips extend for miles. They living pretty living, I have to deal with y'all. The homie tripping, he got bricks and blickies hitting the wall. Hitting the wall, we scrap it, we brawl, we rap it, we ball. I'm into his barn, I'm sworn to the dawn. It's on and it's on, it's from dusk until dawn. You're a party, I'm prawn, the fish in the pond. Disappearance, you gone, somebody's holding with bombs. Then we up on your lawns, we take over the draw. Pop praise with a brawn, like gunners, AKs, they erupt like a bomb. Welcome to our city, bitch, it's the takeover. Taking everything you got, me and all my soldiers. Loading up a couple rounds, shoot up in the sky. Welcome to our city, bitch, where it's do or die.
We'll actually get rid of that this time. Can't believe I had that up the whole fucking time. All right. Just a couple more questions and fuck, now we're gonna probably move on to something else. But let me see here. Let's see. I know I saw a couple questions in the fucking chat. Let me hit those quick. Mid South Monster asking specifically Ruthless Rob, is Maggot Mouth a character or is that just part of who you are?
Yeah, Maggot Mouth is Ruthless Rob. It's just one of my other personalities. You know what I'm saying? It's just my I guess I don't know, my darker side. If it could get any darker, as you know, than it already fucking is. I get Maggot Mouth is the creme de la creme as far as my dark side.
Hell yeah. You guys have any? Wait, there's one more in the chat. I don't know. I'm done. Bleezy wants to know what is your favorite venue to play at?
My favorite venue back in the day used to be Sonar. They're not around anymore. That was my favorite one to play at, but they're no longer here. I pretty much like to play anywhere that would fucking have me, that I haven't been banned from. I've been banned from quite a few places. But I've been working on that, you know.
Oh yeah.
I've been banned for a while now, so I'm trying to redeem myself lately. Yeah, anybody that's fucking willing to have us, or you know.
How about you, Two-Face?
Yeah, Sonar was the best. I love Sonar. And Shamrock, I really do like performing there now. I mean, it's kind of like our new home since Sonar's not there. But yeah, definitely any place will have us. As long as they got some nice speakers and 2 microphones, we're good.
Right. Well, what was like the worst place you've ever like had to perform?
Probably the skate park incident.
Skate park, yeah.
Yeah, we performed at a skate park and that was not a good time. Like, you had all these skater guys and we thought we were gonna, it was a good idea at the time, but these little skater fuckers, they were like, man, these fuckers are fucking crazy. Like they like went off to a whole other fucking section of the park and they're like looking at us from a distance, like, what the fuck are they doing over there? You know what I mean? At one point, I got fucking G.G. Allen style on him and shit, and fucking was acting real fucking nuts. And I haven't been back there since. So.
Oh yeah. Ash Hole saying, what about Cafe 611?
I've never played there, and that's definitely probably going to be happening soon. I've been talking to Grim Smiles about that. That's up in Frederick, Maryland. Yeah, Cafe 611. That's probably going to be something we're going to be doing in the near future.
Yeah, that was the other thing is I wanted to go to that show, and at first off, y'all had the show like the same fucking night.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Like now I have to pick, and then the world picked for me and said you're going to neither.
There you go. Yeah, I wanted to do both too, but obviously I couldn't be at two places at one time.
Right.
And Nate had asked me to do that one first, and obviously I'm going to do what I told him first. I would have loved to went to the that one too, the Pandora's Box release party. That'd have been fucking cool.
It was fresh. Androponics in the chat saying 611 is the shit. That's the homie Androponics.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna pull up one day, yo. So look out for me, 611. I'm gonna be there eventually.
I gotta make it down to that venue too. Check it out. Now do you guys you were just talking a little bit about your releases. You have other projects upcoming that you want to let the people know about, or any tour dates, appearances, anything?
Well, right now, like he said, we're working on the Ledford tape, the new Isolated Beingz album. I'm doing some Rufus Rob shit here and there, but nothing. There's no plan for it yet. I'm just kind of like collecting songs and not sure what I'm going to do. I just do it to stay busy sometimes. But our main thing right now is getting the Ledford tape wrapped up and getting that ready. Hopefully by sometime early next year.
Hell yeah. You doing any shows upcoming? Any announced shows or? I do know you're going to be on the Homies podcast in a week or so as well.
Yeah, he reached out to me. I'm going to be doing that when I think it's the 13th, I believe. I'm not sure. I have to go back and check. But yeah, I'm going to be on that one. Our next show actually at the Shamrock is October 13th, Friday the 13th. That's going to be at the Shamrock.
Wicked Mania.
Yeah, this one's called Wicked Mania. Yeah, we're still looking for acts. If anybody wants to, come through and perform, and if you think you're wicked enough, hit up Nate Money. You know what I'm saying? He's doing the booking for that.
Hell yeah!
If you're going to be in the Baltimore area and want to put it down with us, I'm actually going to be out your way soon. Probably sometime in September, and I can't give too much away on that. But I'm going to be in your neck of the woods.
Right. I do know a couple shows in September, including a really big one. So eyes are open. I'm gonna keep my eyes open for that.
Yeah, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. So
hell yeah, I always love. I feel like there's too many good shows right now, and my girl's getting mad at me because I can't go to them all. Life.
We got as far as Isolated Beingz, we have Wicked Mania Friday 13th October. I'm doing your homies podcast. I feel like a dick, but what's the podcast? Is it Dead something?
It's Spread the Dead.
Spread
podcast.
the Dead. That's what I couldn't think of it right now.
He changes the name so many goddamn times.
Okay. Yeah, he hit me up like a week or two ago, and I was like, yeah, I'll jump on it. It's kind of like still. You actually reminded me about it. I actually totally forgot, so thanks for reminding me.
Oh, you good. Bash is the homie. We used to, prior to this show, I used to do a podcast with him called Bartlehouse and Dead Guy.
Okay, cool.
He's
looking forward to that. I've checked a few of his things out, and I'm friends with him on Facebook and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna come through and talk some shit and chop it up with him for a little bit.
Hell yeah, he's a big horror fan as well, so I'm sure y'all be talking horror as well.
Hell yeah.
And the homie Flipsy, those dimples though. I always talk about his dimples. Do you guys have any advice for anyone upcoming and aspiring to be an artist in the scene?
I would say put that work in. Don't expect motherfuckers to give you something. You know what I mean? Like some of these motherfuckers feel so entitled, you know what I mean, and they just picked up a fucking mic within like a year and they think they're hot shit because they, I don't fucking know. It just blows my mind sometimes on how entitled these fuckers are. Just stay humble, you know what I'm saying? Be yourself. Don't try to be like nobody else.
Yeah.
And if you do start making some kind of fucking noise, or you do start getting some kind of fucking buzz, don't be a fucking dick, yo. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget where the fuck you came from. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of that happening too. There's some of these guys that I've known and, you know, for years, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, you run into them or you try to message them and I'm like, dude, what the fuck is this? Like, whatever, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that shady shit. You know what I'm saying? Just be real with me from the beginning. Don't act like you're fucking snooty and shit. And don't act like your shit don't think, especially after I done smelt the shit. You know what I'm saying? So
I've been there. You know, it's no different on the podcast side of things.
Right. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like I said, just stay humble. You know what I'm saying? Keep it real. You know what I mean? If you're gonna keep it real later on and not at first, then you know what I mean, you shouldn't even be out here doing this shit. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it.
How about you, Two-Face? Any knowledge you want to drop on?
I mean, Rob said it best. Yeah, just stay humble.
Oh yeah.
Just stay humble and put in the work. You gotta put in that work. Like that's what we were talking about with Bleezy Poe earlier. It's just like he showed, like Rob came to me and he was like, I think we should get him featured on the next Isolated Beingz album. And I was like, all right. And he sent me a link and I listened to it and I was like, yeah, he's getting better. He's getting better. And I can see that he put in the work.
Yeah, I you know, self criticism is a thing. And but I am constantly telling the homies when they're hard on themselves, even though I'm a fucking hypocrite and I'm hard on myself all the goddamn time. I tell them you can't like go on a basketball court and expect to fucking drain 3-pointers right off the fucking bat. You know, you got to get better as time goes.
Yeah, like I said, don't act like your shit stinks, bro. Like your shit don't stink. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not a good look. Yeah, you know what I mean? Especially if from your so-called day oneers. You know what I'm saying? That it's just. Like I said earlier, that's why I keep my circle so small. I'm like, I can't deal with that kind of shit no more. You know what I mean? So,
Cruel Hand Luke in the chat. What up?
That's the homie. Hell yeah.
What up, Cruel?
That's my man, yo.
Man,
yeah.
couple weeks. In a couple weeks, we're gonna have Killer Society.
Just been.
Hell yeah.
They have really shown like so much improvement, and it's just remarkable. Like I love seeing their performance now. It's just so fucking cool that they've been doing their thing for a long time too. And they stay humble.
Yeah, they're Baltimore guys too, so you know we're definitely gonna be showing them love because they show us nothing but love. You know what I mean? So
oh yeah, everybody I've talked to from the Baltimore fucking area, they're all you guys are all like just down to earth and real fucking artists. That's why I always say, man, I feel like the East Coast is underrated. Like I feel like you guys are really putting in work and making some things, and just because we're not in the fucking center stage of everything, people are getting slept on.
We all just gotta hop on a bus and move to the Midwest.
Nah, we gotta bring the scene this way. I think I keep saying we gotta fucking kidnap some people and bring them to the East Coast.
Yeah.
More venues. We need more fucking venues. That's the problem.
Definitely. I mean, we got like Reverb, HMAC. Those are two of the biggest ones around the way, I assume. Then around our way, we got Ram's Head, we got Baltimore Soundstage, the Fillmore. But like I said, a lot of these guys gotta, these promoters gotta be willing to, take the chance of booking some of these,
right. That's what I've talked to people before, and that's the big problem is a lot of the promoters don't want to do a jug show unless it's somebody like like the Clowns, because they're not going to make their money back.
Right.
And it sucks because I want to see all the shows.
Right.
Even though I can't.
That's where the fans or so-called fans, they gotta at least just come out. You gotta let motherfuckers know that there's a scene here too. You know what I'm saying? It's not just the Midwest. You know what I mean? We know that's the Midwest. That's the fucking territory. You know what I'm saying? We know we would never deny that. But like I said, it's not going to be a bad thing if it branches out a little more. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I always feel like it's the Midwest and it's the Southwest. Like Arizona for some reason is just like the Vegas, Arizona area. So many fucking groups from that area as well.
Yeah, definitely. But you got some good guys in Maryland. You got us all You got Cryptic Souls, Killer
Mhm.
Society, Grim Smiles, Knowledge, Bleezy. Am I missing anybody
Nate
else?
Money,
Like that's
Bloodlust.
Bloodlust, Nate Money. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
there's some talent over here if you actually just check it out. You know what I'm saying? Check out one of these shows. Check out Isolated Beingz. Check out just if just check out a video. Give it a
Right.
thumbs up.
I mean, I've had most of you guys on, or I'm having most of you guys at least on the show, because I really want to support my area and the people around me that have done fucking big things in the scene. So I appreciate you guys coming on. Kind of along that line, I think you hit most of them, but is there anybody else you want to give shout outs to?
Basically fucking shout out to Bleezy Poe, fucking his brother Sus, Grim Smiles, Knowledge, Nate Money, Bloodlust, Killer Society, the whole Shamrock Inn crew, because we got a lot of people coming in and out of there. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like, well, you could play here. You know what I mean? Like anybody can fucking play there if you want. That's we're not going to turn nobody down as far as I'm concerned. Nate's a pretty easygoing guy, and if he knows you're serious and you really want to do this shit, he'll throw you on the fucking show. You know what I'm saying? This is how he is. You know what I'm saying? Nate's been putting in a lot of work. So big shout out to Nate Money. He's definitely stepping his fucking shit up, and just expect a lot more shows with this guy. So
right. And one of the last questions I have for you guys: do you guys collaborate with artists outside of your circle? And if so, how can people reach out to to do something with you?
Yeah, we've done stuff with other artists. You know what I'm saying? Aside from the shit that we seek for our albums, anybody can just hit us up, and if your track's good, we'll work with your budget. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to fucking charge you fucking millions of dollars or thousands of dollars, even, or hundreds of dollars,
or even hundreds.
You know what I mean? Like we're pretty workable guys. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We'll work something out. We want a fucking arm and a leg, maybe an arm, but not the leg too. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, my mom only has one leg, so
there you go.
I took that shit. No. Which reminds me, this stream brought to you by
find us on Facebook. Find us on Facebook or Instagram.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I know I talked to you in your email for some, but you can always hit up Rob on fucking Facebook and
we got Ruthless Rob, Instagram, Facebook, or Two-Face goes. Do you want them to know your real name, or just go through Isolated Beingz?
Just go through Isolated Beingz.
Oh yeah.
Isolated Beingz on Facebook and Isolated Beingz on Instagram.
Hell yeah.
I'll tell you his real name after.
Yeah, I mean it's out there. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, hit us up. Isolated Beingz, Ruthless Rob, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We're pretty much on everything except fucking Twitter. We never got into the Twitter fad.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. I've tried. I don't know. Twitter is weird.
Yeah.
It's X now. It's X.
It's X. I keep getting notifications from him. Like, what the fuck is X?
If there's some stuff you want to find, like some old school gems or like some old school tracks that you can't find on like Spotify or YouTube or something, go to ruthlessrob.com or isolatedbeingz.com, and it'll link you to like our main like Bandcamp page, and that'll show you like our entire discography, like even like some rare shit like you wouldn't even know that's out. Like we got like Halloween EPs, Valentine's Day singles, Christmas singles, all kind of shit. Like you'd be surprised on what's in there that you don't that you wouldn't see normally. Like
hell yeah.
Go to the .com. We got some good shit on there too.
You heard it here. Check out isolatedbeingz.com or ruthlessrob.com. I'm going to put them in the description of the video for people watching later.
Yeah.
But hey, everybody watching, make sure you hit that like button. If you had a good time listening to the fucking Isolated Beingz, showing them some love with that like button. Put it down in the comments too. What your favorite Isolated Beingz track is. I do want to fucking know. Again, big thank you guys for coming on. We're going to keep doing the radio show. You're more than welcome to hang out while we do the show, or I know Rob, you work a lot and shit. So whenever you guys are ready, just fucking say so and you can hop on off. But we're gonna, go play some more music and move into some of the other bits in the fucking show.
Yeah, I'm about to go upstairs and hang out with Little Ruthless and
oh yeah.
Get ready for my day tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out with my kid too.
Thanks
for having us, man. It's definitely an honor.
Thanks for having us, man. It's
Hell
been
yeah.
fun.
Much love, guys. You guys are
Shout
always
out
welcome
to you
come
for
back.
always putting it down.
I can't wait to fucking catch a
Yeah,
show with
man.
you guys. You know, I would love to catch a show that you guys are on. I keep saying I'm gonna. When I do, I will fucking, you know,
Mania.
What's up? But yeah, Bleezy Post says dad life. I feel that fucking Dadalos. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
But we're gonna shoot on over and play some more music. We'll play you guys out with a fucking block of music from LSP. Can't go wrong with fucking LSP. We have a track from Lawless off of his new album Carnival. We got Mattapelli Music with a new track on their new album featuring Scum, and we have JP the Hustler with a throwback in this amazing block of music. So we're gonna play these guys out. Again, big love to you guys for coming on.
Much love, man.
Yo, this that LSP shit. Ay. This that Team Snuff shit. Ay. This that wicked shit. This world got me fucked up, think I wanna end it today. Smoking poltergeist as I watch your body decay. I'm barely lucid, bitch, you can't motherfucking do shit. As I hold you fucking down and pushing the blade. Got me fucked up, think I wanna end it today. Smoking poltergeist as I watch your body decay. I'm barely lucid, bitch, you can't motherfucking do shit. As I hold you fucking down and pushing the blade. Catch me in the graveyard, surrounded by crows. Blowing lines off a broken mirror with a bloody nose. They thought they cut me down, but instead unleashed an animal. By midnight, it's me hooks, you'll all be fucking hanging on. You want the gremlin, bitch, I'll bring it with force. Serve your body to your parents in multiple floors. Shit, I'm sorry, but I'm lying cause I fucking enjoy. Found it funny when they digested your motherfucking organs. This world got me fucked up, think I wanna end it today. Smoking poltergeist as I watch your body decay. I'm barely lucid, bitch, you can't motherfucking do shit. As I hold you fucking down and pushing the blade. Got me fucked up, think I wanna end it today. Smoking poltergeist as I watch your body decay. I'm barely lucid, bitch, you can't motherfucking do shit. As I hold you fucking down and pushing the blade.
Make you bleed red, you done heard what I said. When you hear the creepy voices come from underneath the bed. White eyes penetrating hella things when they shine against moonlight. Moving through the sewers with maneuvers never done by any humankind. It was stupid to assume that we wouldn't lose a cool. It's been rooted in a DNA to leave them to decay. I'll lead you up for dinner, play so elegant but reckless. I don't know if you wanna
This
test
world got
us.
me fucked up, think I wanna end it today. Smoking poltergeist as I watch your body decay. I'm barely lucid, bitch, you can't motherfucking do shit. As I hold you fucking down and pushing the blade. Got me fucked up, think I wanna end it today. Smoking poltergeist as I watch your body decay. I'm barely lucid, bitch, you can't motherfucking do shit. As I hold you fucking down and pushing the blade.
Think I fold up, but I'm back in the lab. And again, my habit for damage. I'm bringing life to a savage and then unleashing the gamut. Then I'm releasing the panic. The creature feature, your Frankenstein is the monster you banish. And then I push the switch at each emission for the competition. I ain't no and I ain't running from no opposition. My sole ambition is to win enough, I guess I'm wishing. You think I'm obvious that you don't listen. I
am the alchemist, I am the grim reaper, the creator, the destroyer, and the one teacher. I am the alpha, the omega, and the orchestrator. I am the officer, I am the overseer. I'm beyond your comprehension, I'm the gatekeeper. I'm the man up on the mic, I'm the soul speaker. I am the soul reaper, incising with my knife. The reanimator, bringing the music to life. Mad scientist, I am David Banner, the incredible Hulk, and you will feel my anger. I know Octavius, superior to every man. You are the serpentine, I am the son of Sam. Mad scientist, I am David Banner, the incredible Hulk, and you will feel my anger. I know Octavius, superior to every man. You are the serpentine, I am the son of Sam. I am the mechanism at a level mentalism. I raise the devil in the treble music aneurysm. I am the philanthropic and the after-guiding prophet. I bring the light into the blind, the Manhattan Project. And from the death I bring to life another conscious being. And every word that I recite attracting knowledge seeking. I search in truth until there's proof that all of men are one. Or you elitists still will feed upon thy kingdom come. You just some pagans with your data fake and circumspect. Science is scary for the weary with weak intellect. The small and strong can be the victim of parental lie. The surface dwelling is compelling, but your soul will cry. From out the dark will be the light, and then the sky will shine. Another beast, it must release the annual time of crime. I seen the fewest kill the music, now the planet scream. And violated all you taking, now you turn to bleed. Mad scientist, I am David Banner, the incredible Hulk, and you will feel my anger. I know Octavius, superior to every man. You are the serpentine, I am the son of Sam. Mad scientist, I am David Banner, the incredible Hulk, and you will feel my anger. I know Octavius, superior to every man. You are the serpentine, I am the son of Sam. I'm opening up my eyes, I'm looking up at the ceiling. I'm feeling my heart go pump, 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 and a new rap what I'm feeling. I'm breaking up out of my chains, shot of adrenaline all up in my veins. Touching my mouth and I'm feeling my veins. Giving a mic when the beat goes bang. Now you I come here to watch your step. She don't read, that's what I rap. Disrespect, I can hit your neck. Getting those beats, I can up with that. I've been trained to destroy. You not gonna run like Floyd. I'm polarizing my competition, yes I enjoy. The full moon is upon us, and yes it is upon us. The prophecy's been fulfilled, but ain't no Nostradamus. I am a monster, a beast, that lyrical rhyming creature. I'm with my fangs and my claws, I'm looking and digging deeper. So here we are now, I kill it with a raw style. I'm verbally wrecking, abuse, and rock with a clever smile. You stepping in my arena, get prepared for the devastation. I'm bully on my Gordon, hang you just for decoration. Mad scientist, I am David Banner, the incredible Hulk, and you will feel my anger. I know Octavius, superior to every man. You are the serpentine, I am the son of Sam. Mad scientist, I am David Banner, the incredible Hulk, and you will feel my anger. I know Octavius, superior to every man. You are the serpentine, I am the son of Sam.
Give up, chances you take, no stopping now. Don't let it pass you by. We gon' do what it takes, put your hands in the air, throw your L's in their face like we don't give up, chances you take, no stopping now. Don't let it pass you by. We gon' do what it takes, put your hands in the air, throw your L's in their face like ha. Give a toast to the underground, we fucking up your area, man, I Pelly ain't fucking around. I remember when they were talking shit, look at me now, bitch, rep the L, fuck you're all ignorant. You thought it was greener on the other side, I call it bluff career, suicide, haters live a fucking lie. And nah, I can't fuck with that, cause you simple motherfuckers stuck to sipping Similac. Ha. It's the eye in the sky, watching you die, slowly each way as you're living a lie. It's the eye in the sky, watching you die, slowly each way as you're living a lie. We don't give up, chances you take, no stopping now. Don't let it pass you by. We gon' do what it takes, put your hands in the air, throw your L's in their face like we don't give up, chances you take, no stopping now. Don't let it pass you by. We gon' do what it takes, put your hands in the air, face like. Told them follow me, hollows inside the chamber. Always rep the city, we family with straight banger. When we pull up to the spot, we out of our mind tripping. Taking A to the back, from the back, how ripping. If we sliding on home, tag him out on the base. I don't kill for the murder, I'm in love with the chase. Sick thoughts in my head and these demons are waiting on me. Problems on my shoulders defeating me, taking on me. I'ma call you on your bluff, circle salt to the face. Could you check my CD out or dump your body in a lake? Hate to leave cadavers, dump you off with the snub nose. Swear I look fresher, all your blood on my snuff clothes.
We don't give up, chances you take, no stopping now. Don't let it pass you by.
We gon' do what it takes, put your hands in the air, throw your L's in their face like.
We don't give up, chances you take, no stopping now. Don't let it pass you by.
We gon' do what it takes, put your hands in the air, throw your L's in their face like.
Put a hater on the news channel, make him famous. Beat the death of that we use, sticking out as ain't us. Streaming all of the abuse, Facebook chillin' pending. To forgive him we refuse, worthless life is ending. Up in a puddle of blood and urine, blood for trauma ain't no curing. Motherfuckers that's in needing of a beating are enduring agony. I ask my homies, red the belly, free to hold us. Fuck it down and pass the cutters, fuck the cover logo, call us crew in this game. Say what? LSP, hey, murder for fame. They go by CDs, same fools, different songs. Same crime, different day. Say who did you wrong? Please not be afraid.
We don't give up, chances you take, no stopping now. Don't let it pass you by.
We gon' do what it takes, put your hands in the air, throw your L's in their face like.
We don't give up, chances you take, no stopping now. Don't let it pass you by.
We gon' do what it takes, put your hands in the air, throw your L's in their face like.
Hell yeah, that was Lawless with The Carving. And then it was JP the Hustler with Mad Scientist, followed by Matapelli. I must have fucking swapped the names on those. I gotta stop fucking setting up the videos at, 2 in the fucking morning. But hopefully there's no more like that tonight, guys. I do apologize for that. And speaking of the channel, let's update you guys on some of the updates that are going to happen with the channel, including our upcoming guests. Of course, like I said last week, if you missed it, we had an amazing interview with Project Born. Go back and peep it if you missed it. Nitty dropped all kinds of fucking news, as well as Polk. We deep dived into their fucking history as well. And if you haven't watched the fucking first half of this video, I highly suggest going back, because Isolated Beingz, again, repeated the fucking experience, dropping us some fucking dope ass knowledge on their history. Mike Z in the fucking chat. What up, Mike? Speaking of Mike Z, we're going to talk about some of our upcoming fucking guests. The Bartlehouse Underground Music Radio. Of course, that's the logo. We might be changing the name of the channel to better reflect that. We will fucking see. But, of course, Isolated Beingz, that's today. Next Thursday, we're going to have the Michigan Misfits in fucking house. Pick their brains, see what new shit they got working on as well. Followed that up by the one and only Mike Z. I know he was saying, and a lot of people don't know who Mike Z is. And if you don't miss that fucking episode, because we're going to deep dive into who Mike Z is and the fucking crazy music he's got coming out. Androponics says, much love. As always, Bartle. Fixing to get your stream fired up. Hell yeah. Mike Z says, I have a few Johnny Johns with the Michigan Misfits. Hell yeah. Following that, we're going to take a second swing at Benny Buttons. See if we can get him on this time. Super excited for that. I saw his set at the fucking gathering, and he absolutely fucking killed it. So, super excited for Benny Buttons. Followed by another another group that you might have seen in the chat tonight. Pulling it down on the East Coast. We're talking Killer Society. I've been anxious to get these guys on. I can't wait to find out a little more about Killer Society. What up, Connor? And that's it. That's it for August. I do have a couple guests set up for September. I know that we have Michelangelo Scaro as well as All Wrongs Reserved. Supposed to try to make it back on the show again in September. I do have 2 spots open yet. So if you guys want to come on the show and you're an artist, hit me up. We can maybe get you in September. I know the plan is I think we're going to go from the live format to more of a pre-recorded format here soon. Let me know in the comments if you guys want me to go stay live or if you want me to do the pre-recorded. I want to put a little more production value into the interview itself, as well as start doing, other videos pre-recorded. But let me know as well if you like the segments. I'm thinking about doing them separate as pre-recordeds. I will still do the radio show. It will be shorter. It'll probably be like a 2-hour radio show live where I'm just chatting with the chat and listening to music, as well as, the interviews and stuff separate. So let me know what you guys feel, because really you guys also influence my decision. But that was kind of our updates for the fucking channel. Keep watching, man. Hit the subscribe button and you won't be, you'll be notified for any new videos as they fucking come out. I don't know why I can't talk tonight. My brain's already fucking gone. It's not even 10 o'clock. Dankalo Art saying Michigan Misfits is dope. Ryan Lovejoy, I know you love those lives, my guy. We will keep at least some sort of live aspect to the show alive. No pun intended. But, big shows coming up still. We just had the Gathering of the Juggalos, and, nothing tops the Gathering of the Juggalos, but Juggalo Ohio coming up around the corner, as well as the Tom Wood Float. And they just dropped a promo video for the float that we're going to watch now. So this is part 1 of Bardo Reacts. We got a bunch of music videos we're going to react to tonight as well. And we're going to talk about this really disappointing werewolf movie, as well as spin the wheel and pick out a new horror movie for next week. So stay tuned. There's a bunch of content, as well as a bunch of great music still. We got more LSP, some unreleased tracks as well, and new artists to the scene. So hang in with me here. Let's see. But yeah, this is the Tom Wood Float promo, voiced by Whipstick, of course. This is absolutely fucking wild. So let me fucking hit y'all with it.
Are you still walking around at the end of the summer like some kind of idiot? Well, join us in Mammoth Spring, Arkansas, Labor Day weekend for Tom Wood's The Float 2023. Float down the river and enjoy the sun. Get drunk and piss on yourself. Hosted by Tom Wood. There's more artists in the underground playing this event than there are felons in all of the state of Vermont. If you don't float, your credit score is gonna get hit 50 points negatively. Ass cheap. How much wood would a Tom Wood chuck if a Tom Wood could chuck wood? Damn. Concerts happen at night, dude, and then there's floating during the day. Stay hydrated. You want events? Tom Wood's got your back with the homage to the River Gods Party. West to Shangri-La Tournament. The Float Queen 2023. Mankini TV After Party Spectacular. Falorama. Championship Canoe and Raft Races. Somebody spilled the Jaeger bottle and got LSP all over everything. Would you look at that? LSP artists are everywhere. Oh my god. You like magic tricks? I don't even know what that is, but it's gonna be nuts. Space aliens and fun times. Oh my. Friendship, family, and chaos, all at the Float 2023. We got a surplus of Tom Wood. It's crazy. It's like we're going out of business. Everybody hop on the river. We're floating away. Performances, parties, and more. Shaggy 2 Dope, Hex, Kung Fu Vampire, Green Jello, Light, Scum, Clash, Clownfist, Smalls One, Insane Poetry, Wicked Wood, The Hatchet Man Project, Super Famous Fun Time Guy, Suicide, La Purr, Risk, Really Bad People, HB the Grizzly, J Humble, Lots, JP the Rockstar, Crenshaw, Fat C, Trey Pound, Ice Giant, Mid-South Monster, Big Relic, Cheese House, More Mob, Scene Low, Clockwork E, Matt Foy, Willie Hay, Benny Buttons, T-Rant, and Pitch Death. Tom Wood's The Float 2023, September 1st through the 3rd, Labor Day weekend, Emmett Spring, Arkansas. I got that on video. Tickets available at TomWoodFloat.com.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Mike Z said, Whipstick should voice all the voiceovers. I agree. I don't know how he doesn't go, like, he probably, at the end of the day, you know, his just voice is blown the fuck out. And he's got a he probably has cough drops or some shit near him all of goddamn time. Yeah, amazing job with that fucking promo. I wish I could go to Ashhole. The float looks so fucking fire. And the homie Mid-South Monster will be there. So I a little jealous because I would love to fucking get my big ass in the fucking float rafty. They would need a door. They would need like a fucking Titanic sized door for me though. I'll never let you go, Jack. But let's play some more music because we got lots of music tonight. And so next up, a cat you might have seen on the Spread the Dead podcast. He's new in the fucking scene. He does horror movies. He loves horror movies. He did a song featuring Tierra Diaz, which we have tonight. His name is Gorleone. Definitely somebody to fucking check out. And then we also have some Tierra Diaz with featuring Bizarre with Bag of Treats, and Dead Camp dropping a song recently called New Slashers. So check this shit out.
Are facing life in prison with the charges of murder. How do you plead? Hocus pocus, hocus pocus, hocus pocus, hocus pocus. In the kitchen and we cooking up them potions. Hocus pocus, hocus pocus, hocus pocus, hocus pocus. Serial killer clowns, yeah, we be them jokers. I am something that you cannot understand. I am not a human, I am not a man. I was raised by demons, summoned by the dam of the dam. Spells created, who the fuck I am, who I am.
You sick sons of bitches deserve everything you're about to get. I hope they fry you fuckers. You disgust me. Hocus pocus, hocus pocus, hocus pocus, hocus pocus. In the kitchen and we cooking up them potions. Hocus pocus, hocus pocus, hocus pocus, hocus pocus. Serial killer clowns, yeah, we be them jokers. Insane in the motherfucking brain now. Kill them all while they're sleeping in the same house. And they feel while they motherfucking brains out. So a motherfucker ain't no other way out. I know one day I'll be going down, but it won't be this way. It'll be in the pistol smoke in a big old cloud of that purple haze. Cause we ain't friendly, we ain't friendly, we ain't nice, we ain't nice. We the motherfuckers take your whole life, whole life. I said it once, I said it twice, no there won't be no third. And honestly from you to me is getting on my nerves. Hocus pocus, hocus pocus, hocus pocus, hocus pocus. In the kitchen and we cooking up them potions. Hocus pocus, hocus pocus, hocus pocus, hocus pocus. Serial killer clowns, yeah we beat them jokers.
Killer shit is malenko. I'm fitting limbs in a sinkhole like Pacific Rim with no sequel. We gon' end up quick, but we geek though. Hocus pocus, black magic as we scoping. Snap back, then we smack, leave a whole print. Blap blap with the cat, then we both dish. No one knows. In the dark of the night, leaving no prints. Even though deep inside I'm a showman. Incognito till we go again. I find more souls than it's supposed of them. Yo, Corleone when I'm over with. Stacking them dubs, racking them up, slashing them hatches and hacking them guts. Don't get no fucks, middle finger to the judge. Never linger, leaving dust. Severed femurs need a crutch. Heaven's beam ain't seen no nuts. Bet it seems we bring a bunch of bad juju. It's a fat juju. It's a motherfucking lifestyle team is nuts. We seen enough, take the swing and cream a juff. Make you see your breathing cuz, leave you leaking, leave a flood. Streaming blood, we the ones feasting up. Killed you in this verse, TV is done.
Hocus pocus, hocus pocus, hocus pocus, hocus pocus. In the kitchen and we cooking up them potions. Hocus pocus, hocus pocus, hocus pocus, hocus pocus. Serial killer clowns, yeah we beat them jokers. Yeah.
Tierra Diaz, Gorleone, scum of the wicked, bitch.
Chico stick. Fucker. It's ghosts and goblins. I think I see Satan. Friday night, which bitch am I raping? Duct taping, thrown in the coffin. You can find her arms and legs somewhere in Boston. Steve Austin, got from the WWF. Cocaine powder, but I prefer meth. But I don't give a fuck, long as I get high. Needle in my ass, in my right thigh. Halloween bitches, trick or treat. Throw your kids candy all over the street. A fucking lunatic, a wild as shit. Crazy in the studio, ask Doc Fish. And I don't give a fuck, I'm losing my mind. Sniffing cocaine, all the girls behind. Press rewind. What did I say? Sniffing cocaine off the girls behind.
Bag of tricks, got everybody else mad at me. Tryna reach in, wanna grab a piece. Get too close, I'ma have them bleed. Bag of tricks, got everybody else mad at me. Tryna reach in, wanna grab a piece. Get too close, I'ma have them bleed. Bag of tricks. Fucking call me greedy, shit in my treaties. Jumping at a bushes with knives, surprise sweetie. I show my true colors on the 31st. So I find all the dirty flirts and lay them in a dirty hearse. Bitch, you thinking you real cute and all the niggas will feel you. Little skis and believe in you breathe and I see that the beating you want, I will do. A little bit schizo, riding with a pistol. My mischievous, devious act, you can't miss those. By the time the sun drops, I'm making lungs stop. Leave your wallet at home before you get your funds got. I just wanna twix some Snickers and all that. If I see you with more than me, meet my bar back. Jaws crack, fall flat. I'm on my way. Usually I feel some remorse, but not today. Then I go back to my home to feast. Trick or treat, you can't catch me when I'm running with my bag of tricks. Got everybody else mad at me. Tryna reach in, wanna grab a piece. Get too close, I'ma have them bleed. Bag of tricks. Got everybody else mad at me. Tryna reach in, wanna grab a piece. Get too close, I'ma have them bleed. Bag of tricks.
MC Mo, about to get wicked, kids make distractions as I run into cribs. More than trick or treat when I hit the streets. Skip the candy. Don't you have a dip to eat? Malcolm in the middle with a handful of Skittles. Make my eyeballs the opposite a little. A 40 and some Snickers is all I ever wanted. Maybe some clean pussy in a house that is haunted so we could chill and post like scarecrows. Living in the place the kids don't dare go. It's me and Killer T, spitting in the darkness. Having a crazy party on the day of the harvest. Always like my music, sick and twisted. Taking all the candy as my clique gets lifted. The gold that's left over when your shit is sifted. It's Halloween, so let's spit it wicked.
Bag of tricks, got everybody else mad at me. Tryna reach in, wanna grab a piece. Get too close, I'ma have them bleed. Bag of tricks, got everybody else mad at me. Tryna reach in, wanna grab a piece. Get too close, I'ma have them bleed. Bag of
So I know you
tricks.
wasn't thinking I was gonna leave you all in this song without some kind of secret message, did ya? Well, you would be last time I was gone. Please to be silly. I mom, you're so you.
In the 80s I was raised with gore. Fangora magazine and the king of horror. Always thought that a killer was coming to my door. When I opened up the motherfucker, he was there no more. Is there something wrong with my brain? Is it in my head? Do I have to open up the book of the dead? Was it something I did or something I said? Have these zombies out here so thirsty for the bloodshed? Ripping through your guts like a motherfucking chainsaw. Never so proud having Bubba telling grandpa. I'm so happy with the things that I just saw. Wanna play a game with your leg chained to the wall? Make a phone call, hitting up Ghostface, then disappear like Tom did with MySpace. Unsolved, just like the Zodiac's cold case. Have a ritual, bringing spirits back to my place. House so haunted, having spirits saying get out. I ain't going nowhere, even if they start to shout. They can sit and pout, I'm turning Pittsburgh into Hattonfield. Only one difference, Halloween and only when I kill. Friday the 13th. love Halloween. Chase a voice like a bitch, see it's sort of my thing. Freddy Krueger in your nightmares, haunting your dreams. Something's wrong with my brain, I'm sick of the scene. Cut a bitch in half long ways like Terrifier and fucking drive-by. We blowing cribs up just like terrorizers. Go to town with a blowtorch and a pair of pliers. Get inside a bitch like xenomorphs and paralyzer. Acting bitches through the television like poltergeists for they whack written. Storing bodies in they attic like Billy on Black Christmas. You never thought that you witnessed a slasher with gas spitting, assassinating your rap image. Down to your trash can make them pass tripping, singing and swinging axe with it. Hit you in your face, leave your back missing. Lead you down the drain like Norman Bates at the Mad Women. Fucked up in my brain, it's best you don't get attached with them. Chop them in half if one body bag don't fit them. Turn their face to a mask and then I rock a fucking fit. Abomination, drown you in a lake like Jason. Tie you down like Dr. Satan and start operate. Psychotic as Patrick Bateman, but we bringing Halloween back like Blumhouse. Trick or treating with guns out. Turn your block into the town of dreaded sundown. Run your mouth, get your face lit like Gunther and Funhouse. Michael Myers, I love Halloween. Chase a voice like a bitch, see it's sort of my thing. Freddy Krueger in your nightmares, haunting your dreams. Something's wrong with my brain, I'm sick of the scene.
Circa 1980s, I was different, like Rosemary's Baby. Addicted to killing, with kids like me in a cornfield chilling. A motherfucking basket case, I could stalk you all day, I got time to waste. Dressed in all black, my story narrated by Robert Stack. Another mystery goes unsolved, repulsive, how us killers evolve. Give your family the creeps, show up in the rain, and spit some shit like Kane. Silver shamrock hanging from my chain. Lynch mob looking for the boogeyman gang. Those who showed up late, we never get caught because we all take shape. The lame in configuration, the door to your damnation. Fuck a maniac cop, you still a pig. I wanna watch you scream when the hooks dig in. Turn your canine into Cujo. In our world, you a fucking Pluto. Your soul now belongs to the Legion. With the Cenobites of the further region. Dead like that.
Michael Myers, I love Halloween. Chase a voice like a bitch, see it's sort of my thing. Freddy Krueger in your nightmares, haunting your dreams. Something's wrong with my brain, I'm sick of the scene.
Put a bayonet through your face, neck like Tom Savini in the Prowler. And bathe in the blood shower. You're tripping if you think that rap ain't fire. With the camp like Cropsey, dressed in black like a Nazi. And my thoughts be telling me to kill. Like Leatherface, hang you up by the still. A nightmare on my street and in my dreams. Halloween prom night and the burning. Texas chainsaw, pieces and maniac. Fuck you bitch after I peel her wig back. With a new slashes, world's next disasters. The infamous sick crazy ghetto bastards. Sleepaway camp, to my surprise. Everybody dies when the hills have eyes. Charles Lee Ray, it's just child's play. The time is now come to let us slay. You can be my final girl or my bloody Valentine. Listen to this rhyme as I do this crime. He knows you're alone in Motel Hell. In your fears is where dead can't dwell.
Hell yeah. That was Dead Camp with New Slashers. That one had everything and anything if you're a big horror fan. Just all the fucking horror references in that were just amazing. I did love the trauma stuff, especially. There was a lot of fucking trauma mentioned there in the first verse. Tierra Diaz and Bizarre absolutely killing it with Bag of Treats, which is an older Tierra song. And then, like I said, Gorleone just coming out. He's newer to the scene. Doing the track with Tierra, I was super excited. I can't wait to hear more from Gorleone. We will be playing him more on the channel as well. But you know what time it is, guys. It hasn't been a very busy news week, but it's still time for the fucking news. Hell yeah. Juffington Post presents the weekly Wicked News. First up, Project Born. Obviously, they were on the channel last week. They talked a little bit about this, but we got the name of the single. I think they did mention it last week. But they said, "We Focus Man, new single, I'm Me, dropping real soon. We're doing it for the brother Pint." Hell yeah. So excited to hear some new shit out of Project Born. I can't wait for their album, The Last Ride, to drop as well. Super fucking fresh. But also, Ghost House announcing their newest fucking artist. I was surprised by this one. It is Angie officially on Ghost House Entertainment. Now, I was unclear at first whether it's Angie is on both Ghost House and on Lights Monstar. Click. I don't know why I'm spacing on the fucking names of the places now. On Monstar, but I believe Angie has left Monstar and he is officially exclusively on Ghost House Entertainment. If I'm wrong, put it in the fucking chat. But from everything I've heard, I believe Angie is exclusive to Ghost House now. And he has merch as well. You can head over to ghosthouseentertainment.store. Get your new fresh ass Angie jerseys, hoodies, and t-shirts. While you're there, also check out the homie Androponics dope ass merch as well. He has an album dropping in a bit. Gibby Stites Off Air drops tomorrow. So if you guys haven't fucking pre-saved it at least to listen to it on Spotify, you want to do that. I can't wait to listen to this album. I heard a few songs off of it. He's released or dropped. Ocean is one that we're going to live react to a little bit later. And Tech Nine's Bliss recently dropped, as well as Whitney Payton's newest LP. I don't have that one on hand. But yeah, a lot of new albums dropping. We just got a Matt Apelli album. We got a fucking Michael Lawless album. Scum's album is dropping here shortly. Lots of albums on the way. As well as some tours. I know this one, Michigan Misfits posted a little while ago. Dark Days of Summer 2. This has the Michigan Misfits, Black Magic, The Infidel, Swing D Diablo, Enoch X Mortis, who you might remember on the fucking channel, Smokey the Bear, Super Fresh, a couple other ones I can't fucking read. This is August 17th at the Sanctuary in Detroit. And on the East Coast here, you can expect from Suburban Noise, Dropout Kings going on tour, looking fresh as fuck. They'll be in all kinds of places: Texas, Kansas, Pennsylvania, Baltimore, Virginia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Florida. There's a bunch of dates in Florida, Tennessee, and Georgia. Go fucking check that out. And Storm of the Horizon, V Sinister. This looks fresh as fuck. Featuring the ROC and Zitro are going to be at this one, as well as a bunch of other artists I can't fucking read because I'm an old fucking man. Hamilton Street Pub, Saginaw, Michigan. Fucking Saginaw. September 20th. And I don't know if you guys missed it, but big fucking podcast out of the camp of Lars and Snacks. They had Isham as special guest on their latest episode of Hatchet Chat. Super fucking fresh. I haven't got a chance to peep it out yet. It's definitely something I'm gonna do probably after the stream tonight, to be honest. Hell yeah, I've reached out to Snacks. We might be seeing him on here eventually, as well. Super excited for that one. And the big news out of this week, obviously, this just happened yesterday, I believe. They had to fucking postpone or cancel even the Oregon show of the Shaggy tour because they were in a terrible bus accident. All reports coming out of it is everybody is fine. I seen fucking people talking about how Nubs was, on top of the fucking bus helping people out. I know a lot of them went to the fucking hospital, but they're all fucking safe. Our best wishes for those guys. Hopefully no one is seriously hurt. And that's it for the news. And I'm not running the fucking thing because I can't find it. But hey, we got more music. I hope you guys did not put your L's down, because we got some more LSP on the way. Up next, we got Darby O'Trill featuring Ouija Mac, some Donnie Menace, and Scum in this block of music.
Used to think things would change, but I'm over that. Used to think life was strange, but it's more than that. Used to have a good heart, but I've broken that. Used to be scared of death, now I hope for that. Used to think things would change, but I'm over that. Used to think life was strange, but it's more than that. Used to have a good heart, but I've broken that. Used to be scared of death, now I hope for that. Growing up, everybody said I was odd. I always kept to myself, it was obsessed with the macabre. I told my therapist my cause of death would be God. She wrote me up a script and then she sent me right off. The pills did the job, but less than half of the time. All they did was cloud the thoughts that I kept in my mind. I found escaping music in the movies I like, but I can't escape the fact that I am dying inside. Here alone I listen to the voice within the walls. It tells me that I am a loser and everything is my fault. Walking through my house I see illusions in these halls. I watch all of the things I love slowly melt and dissolve. Used to think things would change, but I'm over that. Used to think life was strange, but it's more than that. Used to have a good heart, but I've broken that. Used to be scared of death, now I hope for that. Used to think things would change, but I'm over that. Used to think life was strange, but it's more than that. Used to have a good heart, but I've broken that. Used to be scared of death, now I hope for that.
No, that bitch no good, that was all in that. Just a real ass hood, yeah, come from that. Chapter 17, I'm a tummy tag. Still digging for the ones who ain't coming back. If a biggest show they face, had you touching that. Shovel main at your grave, but the shovel ass. Got the water in my bone when I'm loading that. Still wind out my lungs, bitch, I'm blowing that. Wasn't born like this, had to get fly. Made a lot of fools bleed just to get by. And I'm trying to live right, but you can still die. Fuck around and end up on the flip side.
Used to think things would change, but I'm over that. Used to think life was strange, but it's more than that. Used to have a good heart, but I've broken that. Used to be scared of death, now I hope for that. Used to think things would change, but I'm over that. Used to think life was strange, but it's more than that. Used to have a good heart, but I've broken that. Used to be scared of death, now I hope for that.
Yeah. Remember back when I was the new guy in the scene, undeniably nice, yet they fronted like I was weak. Not realizing I worked every day and night to be king. Got a little shine, now everyone is biting my steeds. Remember when I wouldn't hesitate to give a helping hand, just to help my fam, providing any bit of help I can. Till I was given five, the only way the jealous can. Shading me, just cause I started making myself expand. Playing the victim, pitching, acting helpless, and burying themselves deeper with me because they killed the chance. Remember when I couldn't get shows cause of my style? Now I tore a headline and open for my idols. I used to think you don't forget where you came from, till I never changed and everyone around me changed up. But I keep a kick in my work, that's the only thing that's different. I reminisce memories, but fuck after people in them. I just want them to remember my name, so this is all I got and I'm not letting this thing know. It's been a long road, stressful and painful. Watch yourself cause I'm not forgetting this thing, no. I just want them to remember my name, so this is all I got and I'm not letting this thing go. Here's a fuck you to every last non-believer. Don't you try to switch your words up when it's time to eat them.
Sometimes I think that I am just a trendsetter, watching every rapper that I touch sound better. Write your love letter, vendetta, red splatter, paint walls, run dada, bing, bing, bing with my chainsaw. Hey y'all, going down now, to the foolish. Any one of these fuck boys that we call Judas mixed with bitch creates a new hybrid. It spreads all around to this earth like a true virus. I am the iris, the eyes from the stars, destroy the whole world and rebuild what is ours. While all these dudes only try to be frauds and never thought to really be who they actually are. You ain't hard, use a bug buddy star, you are far from it. I watch your rocket go up until it just plummets. So sucking dick's the only way that you'll catch brains. Elohim or Anunnaki, we ain't the same.
I just want them to remember my name, so this is all I got and I'm not letting this thing go. It's been a long road, stressful and painful. Watch yourself cause I'm not forgetting this thing, no. I just want them to remember my name, so this is all I got and I'm not letting this thing go. Here's a fuck you to every last non-believer. Don't you try to switch your words up when it's time to say people harping on the realness, hard to fake it, searching for others' approval. And the conversation, no one likes to man up, they rather whine like baby. So many pussies caught in the feelings, they're probably ovulating. I'm not even where I wanna be yet I keep an ear of people crying. Maybe I should sell my own Kleenex, but I'm past the deception and passive aggression. You bastards need to get over yourselves like your ass are protected. Pay my dues and still paying them, dreams we still chasing them, dropping verbal gems and rugged beats for your cranium. Anybody that's down with the breed, we're embracing them. Football shit, I want my team playing stadiums. Petty shit, I'm over that, the globe is where I'm focused at. You cannot be my competition when you're just a local act. Fuck holding back, I do what I like, and I do more in a year than most of y'all will do in your life. I just want them to remember my name, so this is all I got and I'm not letting this thing go. It's been a long road, stressful and painful. Watch yourself cause I'm not forgetting this thing, no. I just want them to remember my name, so this is all I got and I'm not letting this thing go. Here's a fuck you to every last non-believer. Don't you try to switch your words up when it's time to eat them.
I don't make the rules, I just play this game. And I made a name going against the grain. How running with the bulls, what cannot remain? Being as gentle as a lamb, I'm not the same. Now, Jenny's out the bottle that I'm drinking and I'm sinking on so many drugs and liquor. Pick a different model, this one's way far gone. No one doing what I've done, so I just get sick. I wanna go crowd surf at my own funeral. I wanna see a circle pit round the box and be in. I wanna watch a motherfucker break a leg on the box and know that when the box is shot is when the shots will begin. I wanna go crowd surf at my own funeral. I wanna see a circle pit round the box and be in. I wanna watch a motherfucker break a leg on the box and know that when the box is shot is when the shots will begin. Suck that dick until your face turn blue. Ho, go fuck yourself with a serrated blade. Show me exactly what the fuck you're made of. On the inside before you say my name. To the DA, you better pray this lifestyle kills me before I make your body leak. Leaving your house a grip and dripping knife while dragging your corpse from such a bloody freak. Let me see your scars, have you paid your dues? Did this drug abuse, did your body cripple? Have you told cars that they shot at you? You had some trouble breathing when your heart rate triple. Facing overdose, I put some cheap motor. I'm the well state of city, drinking away your sorrow. Can I take advice from those that never live? I will live well aware that there is no tomorrow. I wanna go crowd surf at my own funeral. I wanna see a circle pit round the box and be in. I wanna watch a motherfucker break a leg on the box and know that when the box is shot is when the shots will begin. I wanna go crowd surf at my own funeral. I wanna see a circle pit round the box and be in. I wanna watch a motherfucker break a leg on the box and know that when the box is shot is when the shots will begin. Bleed, motherfucker, bleed, motherfucker, bleed. Now feed what is left of my piranha tank. I'm not the one the motherfucker should pick up. Stick you so deep as for katana lane. All up inside you like your mama likes me. But with the blade you never get to come. Though you may squirt, but you be squirting crimson. When some survive, they won't forget this scum. Let me see your scars, have you paid your dues? Did this drug abuse, did your body cripple? Have you told cars that they shot at you? You had some trouble breathing when your heart rate triple. Facing overdose up in some cheap hotel. I'm the well state of city, drinking away your sorrow. Can I take advice from those that never live? I will live well aware that there is no tomorrow. I wanna go crowd surf at my own funeral. I wanna see a circle pit round the box and be in. I wanna watch a motherfucker break a leg on the box and know that when the box is shot is when the shots will begin. I wanna go crowd surf at my own funeral. I wanna see a circle pit round the box and be in. I wanna watch a motherfucker break a leg on the box and know that when the box is shot is when the shots will begin.
Hell yeah, that was fresh as fuck. We had Scum with Dues. Donnie Menace, we remember, featuring Freeze. I think Freeze absolutely fucking killed it on that track, as well as the Darby and Ouija track. I was, like I said, I love Ouija when he's on features. I feel like it's better when he steps out of his fucking style bit, and I fucked with that one. Super fucking fresh. But hey, I don't remember what I said up next. Oh, we're gonna watch a fucking video. Like I said, tonight we have a bunch of reactions to do. We've been doing maybe one an episode, but I got a bunch of them. You know, a bunch of fucking music videos dropped in the past week or two, and I couldn't choose, so we're gonna watch them all. Starting with this one. This is a track that it will be on Gibby's On Demand, dropping tomorrow. He did this amazing fucking music video. I have not seen it, but I've seen clips of it. The cinematography looks amazing. So, of course, there's going to be a reaction, so I'm probably going to talk over this one. I'll try not to talk too much. You know, we'll fucking see. I would love to know you guys' comments in the chat as this goes as well. Let me know what you guys think of this. This is Gibby Stites with Oceans. Or Ocean. I wonder what ocean this is. Like what beach?
Just let it breathe. Just let it be. G.I.P. Yeah. It's okay to not be okay. And today may not be your day. They gon' say what they wanna say. They ain't never gon' see your pain. Guaranteed they see your rage on the day you flip like a leaf of page. When you tryna do right and change your way, but you're stuck with that bad legacy you made. Keep it moving, keep on doing. Them things you doing one day could hold influence. I see the tattoos, it's fuel, I use it. Just the difference between the music and the movement. They don't get it, but I see it every day. Helps me find a better way. Still too ill to medicate. For real, I'm building something great. Something to bump when you wanna break a punk ass motherfucker's face. Okay, let's get something straight. I don't go where I'm uninvited. I'd rather be in my dungeon vibing. When you don't see me on the scene that often, I ain't fucking hiding. I'm working daily, cause I know my purpose lately, and I know it's worth it, baby. Yeah, I know it's worth it. And I told them I would never let you down in the ocean. If you can't swim, they'll let you drown. And I told them I would never let you down in the ocean. If you can't swim, they'll let you drown. It's okay to not be okay. And today may not be your day. It's okay to not be okay. And today may not be your day. It's okay to not be okay.
I love that, man.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to not feel yourself. There's things you can do to heal yourself. As long as you act before the voices inside convince you to kill yourself. Even when it's good like still as hell. Demons gon' try to steal your wealth. People who love you flip like a switch for a chance to move up. It's sick, I admit. I'm sick of the shit when I quit, but I won't. Hate to say they do it like this, but they don't. I'm still convinced it's a gift. I can shift and change your mood with the shit that I wrote. They thought that this was a joke. Some still laugh and we shrug it off. Ain't shit changed. What's the motto? Fuck the game. Fuck it all. Must have thought I was something soft. Never there. We tough as walls. Made a brick that hated shit. Really ain't affecting us at all. Nope. Murder that I wrote. Every time I spoke, killing off them bad vibes with my quotes. Trying to find dominion, getting crucified for opinions. This world's a lawless wasteland. Find what you love, defend it. Cause life is not infinite, but music lives on longer. And that which did not kill me out here only made me stronger. So, and I told them I would never let you down in the ocean. If you can't swim, they'll let you drown. And I told them
I really fuck with the chorus, man.
I would never let you down in the ocean. If you can't swim, they'll let you drown.
Unique beat in the background too. Like the I don't even know what instrument that'd be. But man, off air. fucking drops tomorrow. Definitely want to fucking check it out. Yeah, no, I love that. The chorus was amazing. I love the him saying that, you know, it's okay to not be okay. And that was like the whole fucking theme of the song. And I fuck with, you know, songs that get on that deep level. And I think Gibby knocked that shit out of the park. But we're gonna watch another one. Let me see here. Now this next one is a little bit different. It's not an artist you see a whole lot. Actually, he's a podcaster as well. Off of All Wrongs Reserved, it's the homie Bryce, aka Be the Man. I hope I said that right, my guy. But he dropped the fucking song. You know, they talked about how he does music, but people were waiting. And he dropped this song called I'm Serious. And we're gonna peep it out here.
Throughout the years, I've always heard and speculated about all the hearsay, all the people talking, wondering if they actually take me serious after this many years in the game.
Can relate.
But to them, I've got all of this to say. So listen very, very closely. Let's get it.
Got a big body like gorillas. When I come around, you know I'm not a killer. I'm a thriller with no club, no walk up on the moon. Can't stand still, gotta stand up on the moon. A lot of eyes, my reaction. You try to hear my voice, hear what's happening. Oh, he's still rapping, haven't stopped since 7th grade. To a lot of you, oh, a lot of you, some fades. Like a cockroach coming back with a turtle shell. Come up and says, all y'all's personal hell. That's weak shit, preacher shit, half the time. Other half, kick ass, Josh ass. Surface gets funky like marshes. So you hear to laugh and treat me like a Martian. Proceed with caution, I exist. Till that day, I'm a gorilla in the mist. If you thought it was mysterious, well, you better take me serious. If you thought it was mysterious, well, you better take me serious. All them things you thought you knew, take game change like shades of blue. Woo! The beat make you delirious. Now you know I'm serious. Check it up and down the blocks of my town. Big man round, you already know the sound. Authentic realness, never ever front, no. False pose for photos, I grace those. Keep my integrity, grace the presence. You standing in awe, go all about the legend. Shock and stand, never ceases to get tired. High school trolls, randos need to retire. I retired, listen to the doubters, would've been straight bootio. Nothing but sour, clap for the power, positivity. New day, every week, every month, find new ways. Get my bars up, philosophy from Mars up. Flourish on them, never open scars up, step by step, one day at a time. One day, you'll see, the city is mine. If you thought it was mysterious, well, you better take me serious. If you thought it was mysterious, well, you better take me serious. All them things you thought you knew, take game change like shades of blue. Woo! The beat make you delirious. Now you know I'm serious. Champion mentality, sonic with the sound. Running at the rings, never settle on the ground. Got a heavyweight, yet the heavyweight is hard to hate. Gets much love, no matter the gender or race. Come on, who's the face still love to see smiling? Poster man, the one and only fighting. Yeah, that's me, still undefeated. It's a mindset, let me repeat it. Being a champ starts all up in the cerebellum. Stop caring about the others, start rebelling. Walk the path where you flourish in the most. Word of words ain't buttered like toast. Where your loved ones got clear motives. Say it, do it, all of that to show it. The man, big boss, you know the deal. You know the name, you know who's here. If you thought it was mysterious, well, you better take me serious. If you thought it was mysterious, well, you better take me serious. All them things you thought you knew, take game change like shades of blue. Woo! The beat make you delirious. Now you know I'm serious. If you thought it was mysterious, well, you better take me serious. If you thought it was mysterious, well, you better take me serious. All them things you thought you knew, take game change like shades of blue. Woo! The beat make you delirious. Now you know I'm serious. And we out.
Oh yeah, man. I love that. That was amazing. It wasn't really Juggalo, but
that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it.
That's it. Now look at that. Woo! Hit us with that Ric Flair at the end too. That had everything. Again, yeah, I agree. That wasn't like necessarily Juggalo, but that reminded me of like some old school hip hop. I couldn't even. I like the whole time I was hearing, I was trying to like think of the artist that it reminded me of. And I couldn't. It was like on the cusp of my brain, and I still can't fucking tell you which artist it was, but it had that old school feel that I love so much, and that was fresh. I want to hear more. So Bryce, man, put out more. Or if there's old shit, please, I want to see it. Send it to me. That was fresh. And if you guys haven't checked out All Wrongs Reserved, they started right around the time I did. They do reviews, they do album analysis and whatnot, as well as some other new shit. They have some gathering videos as well, super fresh. Definitely go check out All Wrongs Reserved if you haven't already. But we're gonna kick it over to some more music, and then we're gonna talk about this werewolf movie. Horrible home video coming up soon. But brand new tracks. This next group of music is stuff that's either dropped recently or is about to drop. We have a song from Jay Bazaar that has not been released yet. He's given me the okay to fucking premiere it here live first. So, like always, you get a treat when you subscribe to the Bartlehouse. You get to hear music first before it's been released, especially with the homies like Jay Bazaar, RXC. I know we played a Bloodlust song that was unreleased last week. But Jay Bazaar with Fear What You Don't Know. We have Keegan Grimm dropping a new music video called Church. And Scum featuring Smalls One. They released this early. It's called Way Too Foul.
What you don't know. Ask him, am I gonna wake up? Am I gonna wake up? Ask him, am I gonna wake up? Baby, what you don't know. Ask him, where I'm gonna be. Where I'm gonna be. Somebody say what it's gonna be. Baby, what you don't know. Ask him, am I gonna wake up? Am I gonna wake up? Ask him, am I gonna wake up? Baby, what you don't know. Ask him, where I'm gonna be. Where I'm gonna be. Somebody say what it's gonna be. Depressing the test of the flesh is a mess that you're gonna leave. After your death, it's inevitable. You gon' finally see. After you're dead, are your people there to become harmony with life, unaware of the things that you now finally heed. You're being left in a coffin, thinking that heart don't beat. But after your death, it's the bigger picture. You gon' find your peace. It make it heavy. You're never ready to fall asleep, but you've been embedded. You made your bed, now you're falling deep. It's conscious then, and it's just beginning. You're gonna see half of the things that you heard about will probably never be. You make it heaven, you make it devils, they may deceive, but you may be entering other levels that never cease. Feeling what you don't know. Ask him, am I gonna wake up? Am I gonna wake up? Ask him, am I gonna wake up? Feeling what you don't know. Ask him, where I'm gonna be. Where I'm gonna be. Somebody say what it's gonna be. Feeling what you don't know. Ask him, am I gonna wake up? Am I gonna wake up? Ask him, am I gonna wake up? Feeling what you don't know. Ask him, where I'm gonna be. Where I'm gonna be. Somebody say what it's gonna be. We are all kinds, walk lines, what we all find. Know we can play the future, lose your life with no signs. Hard times, caught in vines, living all blind. Never the pain, whatever does you to be gone high. Dark inside, but you probably can fly to the dark side. Where closed eyes, they devastate up and gone blind. No more cries, the pain of your life has no signs. No more tries, nothing left to be proven, ain't no more time. You caught the running and now you offline. Your body sunk in the function, I'm making all fine. You not fine, no bit of time while you off sign. So put that fear while you live in the death and walk right. Feeling what you don't know. Ask him, am I gonna wake up? Am I gonna wake up? Ask him, am I gonna wake up? Feeling what you don't know. Ask him, where I'm gonna be. Where I'm gonna be. Somebody say what it's gonna be. Feeling what you don't know. Ask him, am I gonna wake up? Am I gonna wake up? Ask him, am I gonna wake up? Feeling what you don't know. Ask him, where I'm gonna be. Where I'm gonna be. Somebody say what it's gonna be.
I fear I'll never leave this place. Fear I'm gonna lose the faith. Look into the face of death and realize that it's more in depth. But once I take my final breath with all these secrets that I've kept and accept, I no longer have the strength to fight. What I know is inevitable. I just wanna be memorable. Life is a battle, death is fragile, it's questionable, and yeah, it's hard to grapple with the fact of what happens after we all pass on. Thinking that your life is a gamble, you're dead wrong. Walk with the
sky, but just know that everyone's gotta die. Don't fear your demise, but fear the ones who lie. Fearing what you don't know. Ask them, am I gonna wake up? Am I gonna wake up? Ask them, am I gonna wake up? Fearing what you don't know. Ask them, where I'm gonna be? Where I'm gonna be? Somebody say what it's gonna be. Fearing what you don't know. Ask them, am I gonna wake up? Am I gonna wake up? Ask them, am I gonna wake up? Fearing what you don't know. Ask them, where I'm gonna be? Where I'm gonna be? Somebody say what it's gonna be. Yeah. Shape is on. Just Dave. I know you asking yourself, when you gonna wake up?
I'ma take y'all to church, riding home with the vagrant, speaking in the tongues in the snake pit, back in his graces, floating like we lost in space. What a wonderful way to go ape shit. I've been in the Badlands stranded, stabbed and attacked by a man in the mask, should have been the last stand. I'm always waiting for my past to catch me, only weapons are a match in a gas can. I might explode, I'm dangerous, I'm making buzz, kerosene flowing through my veins, it's a rush. These iron sights, I pass judgment down with all these chambered rounds, we all return to dust. Yeah, all these scars, I'ma wear them like it's art. I don't give a fuck about her, she just something to tear apart. Where to start? I'm a sinner, I minister to the dark. Now you messing with devils, I swear to God. I'ma take y'all to church, I got that spark, light up my soul and I'm lost in the dark. Talking about fire and brimstone, my manifesto, everybody doomed to die. I'ma take y'all to church, bad guy in this bitch. I was baptized under black skies by a witch. Last rites giving back thy innocence to the all-consuming fire. I'ma take y'all to church, thinking like I'm Cool Hand Luke. Hey you bitch, look at what the ooze do. Kingslayer in the endgame, brood. It's enough to make a man's brain foolish. Shoot from the hip, but I aim for the soul. I'm Lucifer's kid, I'm the king of the ghosts. Made in the coast, let's go. What a vile creature, eat y'all and I'ma make a plate for the road. Holy hill, I'm ready to end this. Hallelujah, motherfucker, can I get a witness? Cast in the volcano by the wretched. I'm putting propane in the set list. Yes, death wish made, I've been waiting, obsessed. There's a wrong way to be alone. Without rain, how could Eden grow? Without pain, wouldn't be no soul. I'ma take y'all to church, I got that spark, light up my soul and I'm lost in the dark. Talking about fire and brimstone, my manifesto, everybody doomed to die. I'ma take y'all to church, bad guy in this bitch. I was baptized under black skies by the witch. Last rites giving back thy innocence to the all-consuming fire. I'ma take y'all to church. Living in these evil times, I seen demons, I've been at the scene of crime. Seen it crawl from the swamp where the creatures hide, and I've been haunted, never had no peace of mind. Yeah, falling down, just a part of our nature. Face first in the furnace, hitting pay dirt. Replace earth with the flames and it may hurt. Danger, it's all in a day's work. I wanna know who been keeping these scores. I'm a shooter from the line, now the ball's in their court. Come out, I'm about to foul out. They don't like it, you get barred from the sport. That's par for the course. Let's go. We all crossed what a line was. Face it, you degenerate just like us. You're basically, I'm a nemesis. I'm a $5, Satan alive inside us. I'ma take y'all to church, I got that spark, light up my soul and I'm lost in the dark. Talking about fire and brimstone, my manifesto, everybody doomed to die. I'ma take y'all to church, bad guy in this bitch. I was baptized under black skies by the witch. Last rites giving back thy innocence to the all-consuming fire. I'ma take y'all to church.
Fuck everybody. Like a gangbanger, an orgy ball with no fun and no consent. That ends with a death of participants, and it comes torn up and bloody. Somebody comes when somebody's cut, it's not you will regret, not me. No, you see how they say I'm less than zero, but only one getting blood for blows that uncle known as scum. And though I am no hero, I'm rocking a kick from here. I'm not superhuman, dick for real, but I feel your girl would come. It's leaking out her asshole, it's leaking from her pussy, her nose and from her mouth, so she got to keep it closed. There's something you can learn from. Stop bumping them guns so loosely. Don't make me stitch that yepper shot all over the words you chose. So I suppose I'm no longer invited over for Christmas and Easter. So what? And what I am, I'll be damned if I fight it. Embrace the darkness, not fake what I'm not. Way too foul, way too foul. I'm way too foul. Going gullible addiction. Way too foul, way too foul. I'm way too foul. So fling it dirt, see if it sticks. Yo, way too foul, way too foul. I'm way too foul. You'll never meet me if you're lucky. Way too foul, way too foul. I'm way too foul. Worse than choking on a bukkake.
I ain't a suspect when it comes to being super nasty, but I make these boys stuff these plugs inside their fucking ass cheeks, and I make them eat a ton until they feel like they're exploding. But I take that ass plug and now they guts is growing. One punch to the gut, hey, make it rain, fecal vomit. That's right, they shit themselves right their mouths, and I get nauseous. So I insert a couple fingers right inside my mouth, regurgitate all on their face, then they rub it all around. Send them home to their bitches. I ain't cleaning this shit up. Everything that I know now was all taught by a slut. My accolades and accomplishments all came from your mommy. That's right, your mother is a whore. She's a dummy, that's why your daddy's bowing down. Yeah, he's super soft, rearrange his testicles when he bent down and fucking cough. So when you see me at Thanksgiving and I'm pigging out, just know that for dessert I'm shitting inside all your fucking mouth.
Way too foul, way too foul. I'm way too foul. Going gullible addiction. Way too foul, way too foul. I'm way too foul. So fling a dirt, see if it sticks. Way too foul, way too foul. I'm way too foul. You'll never meet me if you're lucky. Way too foul, way too foul. I'm way too foul. Worse than choking on a bukkake. Crack 'em open like a goddamn nut. Spray shit everywhere like when a nut in your butt. Cut motherfuckers like you got that grass, but I hope you pass when you put to test. When you best put up that L, never mind the smell when you enter hell. And a bitch on the cross that is upside down with a blown out cunt that has been around. See them drowning to see you pissed. That a Kurt Cobain and the best not miss. You know for sure it is not your end. And you wake up screaming with your gun in hand. Find it then to be fall as hell, but it's not that bad and it's fun as well. When you get to shit and the ones that doubt move down on you and then they photo cut. Bleeding like a period, making it feel superior to the ones that's fearing ya. Know there will be next person to come near ya. It's gonna disappear. You're not somebody to be crossed. That's be getting taxed. So call me Iris. Hell, I know that I am an asshole. Invested high bath salts and leaning back on me. Won't snort up all your stash. Blow out every fuck hole. Your hoe got so she craves this ball and loves to get it in. Way too foul, way too foul. I'm way too foul. Going gullible addiction. Way too foul, way too foul. I'm way too foul. So fling a dirt, see if it sticks. Way too foul, way too foul. I'm way too foul. You'll never meet me if you're lucky. Way too foul, way too foul. I'm way too foul. Worse than choking on a bukkake.
Thank you, Scum and Smalls one for that one. Way too foul. Not just a clever fucking name. That one went hard. I don't know. There was a line, I forget what it was. There was a line Smalls once said that cracked me the fuck up during that. Keegan Grimm with Church and Jay Bazaar with Fear. What you don't know. I don't know who the feature was on that. I'm gonna have to ask him. He sent me that one. So, but super fresh. Let's get spooky. I think it's time to get fucking spooky. It's time for horrible horror review. Hell yeah. So the movie this week we watched, I know we didn't get a chance to watch it last week, was Beast Within. Now this I thought was going to be a remake of the classic movie. A Beast Within, which is a wild, or the Beast Within, which is a wild classic movie. That is amazing. If you haven't watched The Beast Within, go check it out. It's from the 80s. But this is from 2019, I want to say. I think 2019. This one revolves around, it's like a horror whodunit. Based on popular fucking game, Ultimate Werewolf. If you guys haven't played this game, it's a game where, you know, certain people are assigned the role of werewolf while others are assigned the role of villager. And you kind of have to use your sleuth skills to figure out who is werewolf and who isn't, while the werewolves try to trick you into killing non-werewolves. It's super fresh. The movie, on the other hand, a little bit stale. They started off kind of, you know, playing a very similar game. The name of the fucking game in the movie is Werewolves Awaken. And the whole, you know, plot of the movie is that the rich a-hole fucking owner named Brian, who you see here, you know, he has a expensive, you know, rich fucking girlfriend. And he has like some sort of scandal that they never really dive too much into. But it introduces a bunch of other characters, including the main character named August, who is the lead programmer and the guy they kind of like are pawning off all the information to. Hell yeah, Snaps. I appreciate you like that last track. Scum did kill it. But yeah, August is the main character. Now, on the left there, you see kind of the publicist. He's the one that's, you know, pushing all the fucking, doing all the buttons, and they're having this launch party, and that's kind of where the fucking movie kicks off. Most of the movie takes place like post launch party, but you see the launch party, you get introduced to the characters. There's a religious woman and his husband, or her husband rather, and then the sister to that woman, and you know, you could tell there's like an affair going on. Although she's super Christian, she's like an alcoholic. August meets up with this girl that's quote unquote stalking him on the internet, who ends up being a cam girl, and you know, there's just a bunch of unnecessary drama added to the fucking movie. And then his best friend Buddy, who's like super quirky and super smart, but also like super immature. So they just tried to hit all the movie tropes. The werewolf costumes look really fucking bad. The CGI is really bad. There's a lot of gore, which I mean is a plus. But yeah, there's the quirky best friend and the cam girl, odd final girl that they add to the fucking movie. Honestly, it plays very much like a soap opera. The kills, they come out of nowhere. They're not really built up. They're so quick, and they're like, you know, there's no suspense to them whatsoever. The movie is very predictable. I mean, it is a whodunit, and like you can kind of figure out who's, they like heavily have this part out of nowhere with the priest that like interrupts, and it comes out of fucking nowhere and just like telegraphs the whole fucking movie. But having said all that, I gotta give this only a 2 stars out of 5. It was a very disappointing horror movie. There are a whole lot better werewolf movies to watch, but if you want to give it a chance, I mean, that's on you. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have seen this movie, or if you do go to watch this movie, let me know your thoughts. Am I wrong on this? I felt like it was a boring fucking movie, to be honest. And they kept adding characters that nobody gave a fuck about. But hell yeah, that's horrible horror review. We're gonna spin the wheel in just a minute, but I didn't fucking key that up. So while I'm getting that ready, let's listen to another fucking batch of music. So up next we have Philosophy from GRE, and we also have a song from Mr. Dosha and Zodiac. We haven't heard from Zodiac in a hot fucking minute. Some GRE shit, and then we also have some Biokillers from their latest album. So hell yeah. And I didn't get that fucking ready either, apparently. Guys, it's that time of the night. Bartle's fucking up. You can put it in the chat. Say you fucked up. But here we go.
Grim Reality Entertainment.
He thought it was over. Let's get it. Hip hop is in my blood, Chill told me I'm the dopest. Spitting lyrics like I'm breathing, took no practice, I just know it. Leave no room for haters saying that I should retire. Those just steady on that dial, I normally spit that hot fire. Make room for this kind of boy eating competition. Be the best, ain't no giving in, that's my only mission. You wanna test, you feeling froggy? Baby jump. Got them goons with them choppers and they dump, baby dump. Ain't no punkin', I'm smart enough to stay away from dumb shit. Make a better situation for the ones I run with. Cars ain't a factor, let the Uber do the duty. Pull up to the studio, JP Speck and Slides is watching movies. But it's cool cause we eating and the family on flame. Homie said I never make it, I forget that hater's name. Steady busy on my grizzly, can't nobody tell me shit. Bandit taught me how to do this, so for him I represent. I'm not an ordinary rapper, I'm a motherfucking beast.
You gon' wind up on the table when we feast.
Whether jeans or some khakis, there's a motherfucking crease.
The sun is rising in the west, but it's setting in the east.
Golf hat or a fitted, either way I'm coming with it.
And your brain's gonna end up in your fitted.
If it's fire, then I spit it. If you smell it, then I shit it.
You gon' burn to death in this big fire that we lit. You bitch ass rapper, sit your pussy asses down. I don't wanna hear a verse, I wanna punch you in the mouth. Don't even step to me if your jeans don't fit. You're the type to get a deal, you take a dick on your lips. I'm the type to run up into Virgin Records with a full clip, with a demo in hand like, bitch, you need to play this. And put this on your radio playlist, or I'ma bomb the building. Timothy McVeigh assassinate Masonic children. Y'all probably grew up in Soldier Boy. I was crushing up sharks when you was playing with toys. I'll play some metal, how does that sound? I'll beat you down with a grin on my face, Pantera in the background. Y'all motherfuckers need a respect walk, cause if you say some dumb shit, we gon' fix your talk. And you can make a diss track, but ain't nobody gon' be hearing it. You calling out my dogs like a bitch on a period.
That's your ordinary rapper, I'm a motherfucking beast.
You gon' wind up on the table when we feast.
Whether jeans or some khakis, there's a motherfucking crease.
The sun is rising in the west, but it's setting in the east.
Golf hat or a fitted, either way I'm coming with it.
And your brain's gonna end up in your fitted.
If it's fire, then I spit it. If you smell it, then I shit it.
You gon' burn to death in this pit fire that we lit.
It's hot.
You gon' burn to death in this pit fire that we lit.
It's hot.
You gon' burn to death in this pit fire that we lit.
It's hot.
You gon' burn to death in this pit fire that we lit.
It's hot.
Leave now while you still can. Leave now before Master finds you. You have been sleeping for far too long.
I awaken from the stasis to a full hand of aces. That's a whole lot of angry faces, ain't into face impatience. With the quick change, we erase the chains to derange this game. With the flames we cannot contain. And I can burn alive and survive the hindering flames. Provided by the burdening pain and murder's to blame. I get the twitch and watch the head explode. I hit the switch and here we go. I jump head first into the waves just to do a backflip to convert what I say. Watch the heads turn some diagonal way. Looking all sad and shit, feel some type of way. Be fair, we're all here sharing the same air, getting the same stare. Obstacles levels of the same glare. Illusions are in there, confusing the fake tears with real fair. Look what we got here, another act that disappeared. Let me lead you down this path of unrighteousness, a heathen life of nothingness, a sinless life that don't exist. Let me seek the path of righteousness, find the state of likeliness. Strike the mic would like to fight this nightmare's wish. Let me lead you down this path of unrighteousness, a heathen life of nothingness, a sinless life that don't exist. Let me seek the path of righteousness, find the state of likeliness. Strike the mic would like to fight this nightmare's wish.
I can see the way you're going, think I'll stop a moment. All these chilling thoughts are slow, chest is growing frozen, and I'm open to the warm components. Damn, if only I can focus on that token and not getting noticed by these rodents every moment. I see you coming up, I'm going down, I reach your depths. I almost got to say what's up before the fucking floor collapsed. And as you float away, I fell into a hallway, getting locked down again, damn it, see, always. I reach for air so thin and frail, I feel my chest get tighter. Out of despair, I wake the bear and then the light get brighter. I try to run away, the cold grab my kneecap, haul to me for plea, I scream before the collapse. The sensation in my chest, the loneliness is grabbing. Anything and everything, I feel it, get to stab it. I need my magic carpet, you can just call me Aladdin. I did arm the ops and then I'm chopping through the zone like Madden. This is too real, I feel the end near. In this wind chill, coming off the windmill. The twins will keep digging for the big thrill. Downhill, through the landfill, the past fear, I cast here.
Let me lead you down this path of unrighteousness, a heathen life of nothingness, a sinless life that don't exist. Let me seek the path of righteousness, find the state of likeliness. Strike the mic would like to fight this nightmare's wish. Let me lead you down this path of unrighteousness, a heathen life of nothingness, a sinless life that don't exist. Let me seek the path of righteousness, find the state of likeliness. Strike the mic would like to fight this nightmare's wish. I'm manipulating minds with my high drive. Prediction tries to bet a blind eye. My finds leave them high and dry when my vision sidelines. With the high tide, it's high time my paths intertwine. So wonder why I haven't crossed that fine line, cause my evil mind wouldn't make time to break the subline. So step aside and subside the pride and get ready for the ride of a fucking lifetime. Dining with fine wine of timelines, I'm overstepping the sidelines, erasing the guidelines of mankind. It's outlined in the bylines, ascribed by the ricochet of the drive-by. So bye-bye, won't survive a victim of the sick and plot. The system is stricken by restricted blocks. My rhythm is written to inflict a shock, inflicting the tick-tock from hitting positions to switch the spot on a ticking clock. To when the twitching stops, it's vicious and living to flip and flop. I'm living with living lifted on simple pot, twisted together forever in clever knots. I'll never stop, I guess I'm just a lyrical juggernaut. Let me lead you down this path of unrighteousness, a heathen life of nothingness, a sinless life that don't exist. Let me seek the path of righteousness, find the state of likeliness. Strike the mic would like to fight this nightmare's wish. Let me lead you down this path of unrighteousness, a heathen life of nothingness, a sinless life that don't exist. Let me seek the path of righteousness, find the state of likeliness. Strike the mic would like to fight this nightmare's wish.
Your moans and cries, I hear them all through the night. I hold you close to this knife, so you know that you're mine. You're frozen and fried in the side, closed, blood soaked, one's wide. I only show you the light, that I'm your savior, alright? You know that I love you, you know it's the truth. You're only tied up cause you'll die if you move. I know that they say never trust, it's a lie. I'll show you the wrong for the rest of your life. I know that you feel it, but at the end of this I know your mind is gonna change. But first I have to destroy you slowly until you enjoy every ounce of pain. Sorry that I had to kill your whole family just to explain, cause there can't be any interference until I show you the way. The gift is forever and that's what I am to you. I bring you right to the edge of death, that's what I plan to do. Locked in this basement forever, baby, say goodbye to the sun. Most call my plan Stockholm Syndrome, but I call it love. I don't care if it's wrong or it's right, you're never gonna leave my side. I keep you confined and just know that you're mine. A prisoner for the rest of your life. I don't care if it's wrong or it's right, you're never gonna leave my side. I keep you confined and just know that you're mine. A prisoner for the rest of your life.
to bleed, and anyway, the decision is up to me. I need company, and a bitch to make motherfucking love to me. I'm ugly, inside now you're lovely, but fuck me if I don't drug thee with something. I will sedate you, rape and suffocate you. I don't hate you, just need to remake you. Someone to state you, that's why I gagged and chained you. I'm not a strange dude, trust me, I can save you. Save you if I have to hit the pieces. Call me master on your knees, bitch, worshiping me like I'm Jesus. Got them blades and maybe, baby, in a way I wanna cuddle. Keep you safe for pain's sake, so I shave a little subtle. Do you crave a little trouble, blowing bubbles in blood puddles? No more restraints, so run away. We made the perfect love couple. Oh, did I mumble? No more struggles, no more troubles. We're the perfect fucking couple. I don't care if it's wrong or it's right. You're never gonna leave my side. If you can find it, just know that you're mine. A prisoner for the rest of your life. I don't care if it's wrong or it's right.
Hell yeah, that was Biokillers, Stockholm Syndrome. We also had Mr. Dosha and Zodiac absolutely fucking killing it on their track, Hot Fire. And, of course, the lyrical genius Philosophy hitting us with Nightmare's Wish. Super fucking fresh. We got 2 more blocks of music. And like I promised, we got the wheel still from Horrible home video. We're going to find out what movie we're going to watch next right now. Let's make that fucking hella big. Well, that's as big as it's going to get. Horrible home video. Let's see. Is there a fucking full screen option? Probably. Yeah, right here. Hell yeah. Let's spin the wheel and see what movie we're going to watch next week. There is one new addition to the wheel. It is a Night of the Bears or something like that. It's on there. But let's see what movie we're going to be watching next week. Hell yeah, we're going to be watching The Bone Box. Which we will have pulled up in just a fucking second. If I can fucking coordinate shit. Hell no. But I will throw that graphic up. We'll talk about it in just a few. But we're going to react to one more music video tonight. This one I was super excited to see announced. We talked about it last week in the news. But Stray from Sky Swamp Orange dropping a new music video called Black Mold. I think it just dropped earlier today, believe it or not. So a lot of people probably have not seen it yet. But I'm super excited for this one. If you don't know, Stray is fucking talented, especially, you know, with the metal shit. So let's peep it out. That sounds familiar.
Cast my soul over open flames to a place so dark that it got no name. In this frame, just a sequence pain. I count from 13 backwards with a blade to my veins. There's no tame to the ways that I'm acting. Caressing bad mind states in ways you cowards could never fathom. Cooked inside a black cauldron while echoing Black Sabbath. America's most wanted, biggest killer on the atlas. What I've been known as to most, another lost boy tragedy roaming the East Coast. Low blows from foes forgo the untold. Drag back into my woods, should relieve them of the woes. And a couple floors up, lay snakes who waits. They try to ignore the mess I made at the foot of their plate. They wanna act like I'm not next, legs crossed as a weight. Yet the longer I'm left pacing, you need bleach for the stains. I'm like the black mold, homegrown. Climbing on the walls of your group home. Black mold, inhale, exhale.
exhale, breathe slow, getting high from the fumes cooking by the gas stove, spreading like the black mold, homegrown, climbing on the walls of your group home, black mold, inhale, exhale, breathe slow, getting high from the fumes cooking by the gas stove. Up the brown bag, anxiety fed laugh, denial of what's next, you'll never believe that. I lurk in setbacks, I hunt where most crept, I follow my instincts and never bury my axe. Keep swinging from right to left, I got a real bad neck for aiming for the next. Those who overlook me once, soon to come to regret. They could have had me in the corner, now I'm foreclosing that bitch. Cause doom, groom, Drufio, made to follow protocol. Ashtray, Neverland, keeping you from getting old. Jim Jones, lemonade, served inside a burial. Bag of bomb, bounty hunter, everywhere like fentanyl. Fuck it, need I say it more? Bitch, I'm like the antidote. Grown where you never look, forgotten like a middle child. Illegitimate offspring of all the wicked ones. Turn a blind eye once and you might not recover from the black mold, homegrown, climbing on the walls of your group home, black mold, inhale, exhale, breathe slow, getting high from the fumes cooking by the gas stove, spreading like the black mold, homegrown, climbing on the walls of your group home, black mold, inhale, exhale, breathe slow, getting high from the fumes cooking by the gas stove.
Man, what can I say about that? That was insane. I fuck with Stray. He was one of my earliest guests on the fucking channel. If you guys haven't seen that episode, that's back when Bartlehouse was still young, a young baby. I mean, it's still pretty young, but Stray stayed on for hours and hours. He was dope as shit. I can't wait to see more out of Camp Stray. Sky Swamp Orange they have a knack for, just coming with energy. I haven't heard one of their songs that isn't just on the gas, But yeah, I can't talk more about Sky Swamp Orange. They're so fucking good. And Stray as just a solo artist as well. But I did say we're going to talk about the fucking movie. The Bone Box looks like a zombie flick. Hell yeah. I'm excited. So yeah, tune in next week. We're going to talk about the Bone Box. Get that off the fucking screen. But I hope you guys haven't had enough Stray yet, because in this next block of music, we have some more Stray with the Procession, as well as Doc Gruesome off of his brand new fucking album, The King is Yellow, that just dropped a couple days ago, featuring Stray and novels of Sky Swamp Orange. And then Project Omerta, I know we listened to it fucking earlier, but they have another one tonight, I guess. I put them on there twice, with a song they just recently dropped as well, called 6 Milli Ways to Die, featuring ZJ.
Across your face, pussy. Hate favors, I'ma get it out the dirt. Push me back behind the fucking veil. Bitches call me like the pest away, everything pussies impaled. I got the hidden trails, I'm a follow with the fucking black. I know you can tell. I'm just a menace by how I walk. I got that motherfucking heat on me. Keep it with me, quick to bust that bitch off. You motherfuckers had it shifty, yo. Red dot in my jacket when I talk. Walk hard, got me swerving the sidewalk. SVP to gang in which I walk. Get your body outlined in some white chalk, yo. Craze in the trap, never back down. Sift up flipping versus just a different type of pack now. Bread in the struggle, I'm that now. Run up on you and your people best to put your back down, bitch.
starting to believe I might be crazy. Haters keep throwing the basket of M80s like running from help like nobody saved me. Tell mom I'm sorry, but a baby just got the crib out here in Hades. Sit back for the palm trees every day, sitting smoking with my demons on in hopes to float away. And if they don't, well I feel like I might just detonate and leave nothing but roaches and turkey vultures to pack your wine. Little bit of aggravation in my contemplation, fantasizing about a fate I know that you are not escaping. Call it under bridge cause I'm falling from all the earth we blazing. Got a couple freaks on a leash and I know we not complaining. Bad bitch trapping out the back of the hearse on that graveyard shift. While you sleep we gon' work. Me and Doc got the prescription that you looking for, sir. Be careful cause I got a temper and I'm quick with my words. Every time I got around.
Under the gun, heart to a son, I'm on the run, competing with me and myself in the eyes of everyone, keeping them stunned from seeing the lung. Capacity, I proceed with ease daily, keep my composure while swinging machetes. I call it wreck, technique, that grip with tension, then I truck the deuces like my name was Kenny. Whip like a towel, on a step chow, broken and bruised, but still managed to smile. Until a day where everything changed, those forming shadows have long kissed away. Away from my side, away from my space, I can't hear their voice, it's all been erased. Yet they remain on my tongue like a taste. Nauseous at first, now I'm craving the plate. Give me that beat, I only break bread with these. Steal from your soul and I feast on your greed. The son of October, but I never said the weather is cold, but you feeling my heat, or you fucks don't agree? Jeez, you gotta be kidding me, please. You can say silent or hide in the breeze. A ghost in the shell since it passes to me. I'm hearing this bell in my bloom just for cheap. So shall I proceed? Shall I proceed? Do I recluse in my cave? Recluse in my cave. R.I.P. R.I.P. I tasted the blood. I tasted the blood. Applied it with pressure. Applied it with pressure. So ready the walls. Ready the walls.
We go down together. Bastardized by the light, so now I'm here at bottom. Feed a family snacking off the scraps that fall like the autumn leaves and prey. I surface into time. Therefore was a fan of leash. Your partner spins as I rose, climbing too fast.
Y'all can't keep up. Jump when I say so. Let's see who was sense of the heights where we're told that all of our prayers go. Peek through the veil, see what's the next with entails. Maybe we can't go. Sink through the sand, nothing but dust, bitch. I'm only a fable. For the next to avoid what brought on the tears of a scarecrow. Down on the ground, I know you've been hurt. Led towards a light that ended in dirt, but I brought my shovel and ready to dig. And now set the neck on any who hits. I promise I carry this scene on my back, or at least till I sleep in the black Cadillac. So those who oppose, load up your gats. I'm gunning for all, bring no prisoners back. Shall I proceed? Shall I proceed? Do I recluse in my cave? Recluse in my cave. R.I.P. I tasted the blood. I tasted the blood. Applied it with pressure. Applied it with pressure. So ready the walls. Ready the walls.
We go down together. Bastardized by the light, so now I'm here at bottom. Feed a family snacking off the scraps that fall like the autumn leaves and prey. I surface into time. Therefore was a fan of leash. Your partner spins as I rose, climbing through this.
The sound.
Not dead, resurrected.
Coming with the hip hop sound. The sound.
Not dead, resurrected.
6 million ways to die, so I speak into this truth when I break the lies. 6 million ways to die. 6 million ways to die.
Hip hop won't die, never will, don't try. Real shit, no lies, fake talk won't fly. Y'all wanna talk rock, we don't spit the realness. Feel this, coming with the heat so I can kill this. I built this, rising up the leverage you can't deal with. I'm real this, music that'll make you shake and buildings. We villains, here to fill the room with bad feelings. You feel them? Come through and kill them. Music is my passion, I'm crafting my daily art. Know I'm steady slashing and tearing these beats apart. This verse is filled with fire, it's coming right from the heart. Keep grinding every day, I've done it right from the start. Yeah, never backing down, no I'm never gonna stop. Everybody knowing I'm going right to the top. Keeping lit is growing, we building and getting hot. Set fire to the building, cause music is all I got, yeah.
Coming with the hip hop sound, the sound.
Not dead, resurrected.
Coming with the hip hop sound, the sound.
Not dead, resurrected.
6 million ways to die, so I speak into this truth when I break the lies. 6 million ways to die. 6 million ways to die.
6 million ways to die, but hip hop gon' thrive. Something divine can stop the grind. Design of a crime. I'm a rhyme mastermind. Putting rappers in line is a disastrous time. Across the path that is mine. Plot the map for the blind. It's in my head to a time. I got a passionate mind. Pushing past the lies. I'm gonna capture the line. Spit it back on the mic, and I'ma do it in spite. All the critics will fight as I swing with a right. Back my bark when I bite. I got a remarkable mind. Jaws locked and they tight. Caught a spark and ignite. Burning all through the night, I got a bone to survive. It's no surprise that I rise, surpass sensitive guys with no soul in their eyes. They got soul like some burgers and fries. So soul like some burgers and fries.
Soul like some burgers and fries. With the hip hop sound, the sound.
Not dead, resurrected.
Coming with the hip hop sound, the sound.
Not dead, resurrected.
6 million ways to die, so I speak into this truth when I break the lies. 6 million ways to die. 6 million ways to die.
I've been keeping it lit over 5 years. Living on the edge, only God I fear. 6 million ways to die, but I'm here. Got 6 million ways to fly, Buzz Lightyear. Gotta keep the flow rugged, man, alright. KRS-One bumping when I'm in a highway. And I've been working on my craft, on me all day. Like DMX, I need to make sure my dogs ain't. So don't be hating on a team, bro. Doing what we need to make it through the scene. If you seen us, non-believers get turned to believers, or we become cheaters, or we see the zebras. They gotta feed us, we hungry. Hustle and flow, homie, we get money. Yeah, it's a takeover, we coming. And that's a rap like a motherfucking mummy, keep it lit.
Hell yeah, that was 6 million ways to die. Project Omerta. We also had I already forgot. Man, I'm a big Jeff. Oh, Stray with the procession, as well as Doc Gruesome. Super fucking fresh. Decalo Art, thanks for the love. As always, you're always my number one fucking homie. And my number one fan. And head of the unofficial street team. Because we from the streets out here. Hashtag irrelevant gang. Decalo Art. Super fucking fresh. You know what? We're coming to the end of the show. We have one last block of music, and we're gonna get to that in just a minute. But big thank you to everybody who has stopped by and watched stream. Big thank you again to Project Born last week for coming on. Of course, Isolated Beingz for coming on this week, and all the artists that are gonna come on or let me play their music. I appreciate all of you. But we're going to end the show from now on with a segment that I like to call Bartle's Final Thoughts. And we're going to talk about shit in the scene. No drama. We're not going to talk shit about anybody. But I'm going to sum up the week, or I'm going to sum up my thoughts on a certain subject and, talk about some final fucking thoughts. The show's changing. We're going to change. We're going to keep on growing. I want to keep on doing it for y'all. Let me know how I can better do that. Because you guys letting me know helps me make a better product for you. Ivy Killer, thank you for stopping by. Whoop, whoop. I had final thoughts. They're gone now. No, I appreciate doing the fucking show. Two things I want to share with you guys this week. I have every intention to make the gathering next year. It hurts so bad not going, and scheduling provided, I will be going. But this is something for all you guys out there. If you want to go to the gathering and it becomes a money thing, start now. I made this dope ass fucking just can with stickers I had around and a fucking pirouette container, and this is gonna be my gathering fund. And every time I have fucking change, or a dollar here, a dollar there, I'm gonna throw it in the fucking can. So I have money for the gathering. So money won't be a fucking issue. Do the same. If you really want to go to the gathering and it's always just been a money thing, start saving now. The other topic I want to talk about tonight is a big one, and it's something that I've seen that's recently that's just stressing me the fuck out. Everybody and anybody right now, I feel, is beefing on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or here, there, or everywhere. There's so much fucking drama going on right now. So much infighting with people. This person said this, that person said that. And it's unnecessary. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't fucking say nothing. It's that easy. We're supposed to be family. It's supposed to be all about family love. And not everybody's going to get along. And I'm not saying everybody has to get along. What I'm saying is you can at least be civil with each other. And that's my fucking final thought on that. And because of, all the turmoil this week and all the stress, even I got pulled into some of that fucking stress, and I don't like to be involved in any of that. We're going to end tonight with a block of music that really hits home. A bunch of real fucking positive shit. In this last block of music, we have Grim Smiles and Knowledge from Pandora's Box album with a song that really hits home, as well as Aunt G, the newest member of Ghost House, with his new track he just dropped, Running, which is absolutely fucking fire and all love. And then I gotta end it with my boys Wickedwood. It's been a minute since I ended a show with Wickedwood, and you all know what song I'm gonna fucking play. I've done it before. It really hits home. It really encapsulates how I feel sometimes. So I can't just not end the show with it. So here we go. We're gonna end it off with a fucking bang, with some love, with some family fucking feels. And I'm stalling at this point. And I blocked the play button. There it is.
But I think I'm losing it, cause I can't take what I'm going through. It really hurts down deep, but I try to keep moving with my life. Anything that I was doing had to change it just to make a better me. And I know the pain that you're feeling, cause I've been there too. But I ain't about to act like I know it exact, cause things are different, especially things we all go through. I'm just saying that I'm here for you, and you don't have to feel alone no more. I wanna let you know I'm hearing you. I know how it feels to be that low. So when you feel like you got no one left, feeling so depressed, don't know what's next, but you hope for the best. I'm right here with you, and I'll always be here for you.
Damn, every day's a struggle. We gotta face it head on. We gotta grab the bull by the horns, per se. We gotta stand strong when we feel like giving up. Don't.
We keep running from tomorrow. Something that I don't want to waste. Thought I was running from someone else, but it was myself.
and that's a truth that I could not face. And some days I feel like I don't wanna be on this earth no more. I don't really wanna hurt no more. But if I take my life away just to try to ease the pain, I hurt others in the process. And so I know, or I hope that there's gotta be a better option just to stop this. Even though it hurts, I think of how far I've gotten. I don't wanna go back to the place that I was. So every time I fall, I get back up. But then the very next day, we keep running from tomorrow, cause it's so hard to face today, It could be a short life, cause time is borrowed. Never know when it's time to go. All the chances you will take and the changes you will make correlate to a bright tomorrow. That's all I know.
Days I'm just striving to be better. Built a boat from my dreams for the fair weather. No time for the fake friends and fair weathers. I'm trying to keep the stress up on me lighter than the feather. Cause all the demons hit harder than Mayweather. Got me roping open corner to corner just to avoid it. Steady choking on this pain cause I can't voice it. They say my fate's on my own, but my choice has been decided for me. They trying to stuff me in a box and my actions brought to where the only thing that's left of me are my thoughts and the scars on my soul from all the battles fought. It's like the bad outweighs all the good, so it's all lost. Like my moral compass just decayed and dissolved. Like grains of sand from a broken hourglass slipping right through my hand. Why is it as an artist I must be my own worst enemy? No matter how far I run, I can never outrun my own thoughts of me. Nah, this ain't how it ought to be. Nah, this just ain't how it ought to be. Nah, this just ain't how it ought to be. Why is it as an artist I must be my own worst enemy?
It feel good just exploring. Focus on what should be important. I'm my own worst critic, I can't ignore it. Never play it safe for the fame and the fortune. Take the whole plate, not a portion. I pray to create something great and the strength to support it. Carrying this weight's like a fortress, never escaping this fate, but still chasing acclaim through performance. If my words are rain, then it's pouring. Maybe I tasted some rays if I make better choices. My voice is a poison, this ain't how it ought to be. Ain't no peace, ain't no love, ain't no harmony. I feel a gift locked deep in every artery. So now I'm trying to find a key to set this artist free. It's like sailing the uncharted sea, and I'm so lost, don't know what this path is costing me. I risk it all because this journey is a sacrifice. I bare my soul till every verse feel like paradise.
Why is it as an artist I must be my own worst enemy? No matter how far I run, I can never outrun my own thoughts of me. Nah, this ain't how it ought to be. Nah, this just ain't how it ought to be. Nah, this just ain't how it ought to be. Why is it as an artist I must be my own worst enemy?
I'm treading water, but I'm drowning in doubt. Not sure what that's about because I'm shrouded in clout. Town after town, I rip the crowd, then I bounce. Don't want the green if it's trash, I'm not Oscar the Grouch. I've been cursed to serve a sentence as my own worst critic. But as long as you're working on your goals, you're winning. Don't let anybody tell you no different neither. In a world that used to be cold, but nowadays the shit's a fever. I get relief from putting pressure on tracks. And performing like a surgeon gets the stress off my back. Got a long checkered past, so I wrestle with that. And it's been loss after lost since the death of my dad. All these losses only add on to the stress of an artist. We aspire to be bosses and impress them the hardest. Try to make a little way in this game, like the Carter 3, what a shame. Damn, this ain't the way it ought to be.
Why is it as an artist I must be my own worst enemy? No matter how far I run, I can never outrun my own thoughts of me. Nah, this ain't how it ought to be. Nah, this just ain't how it ought to be. Nah, this just ain't how it ought to be. Why is it as an artist I must be my own worst enemy?
They don't wanna see me shine, oh no. They just wanna see me mad as fuck. They don't wanna see me shine, but the day goes on and the night still light it up. They don't wanna see me shine, oh no. They just wanna see me mad as fuck. They don't wanna see me shine, but the day goes on and the night still light it up. Seeking a reason to ride, feeding the demons to die. Deep in the meaning of life, sleep with the heat on the side. Screaming inside, the heat of the climate. Watch how we focus, we dope. Off with the head and the thought that you wrote. Know that I'm great, know that I'm dope. No, it ain't changed, no, it ain't smoke. Pass me today, change the approach. Breaking the chains, things on the coat. See you afraid, see you a grow. Shocking the game, saw me a bow. Watch how I done did it. Never give a fuck where you come from, ready. Sipping on the fruit punch, shots my spit on the drop it around with Prime Your City. Ay, ay. Why do you forsake me? Monster in the making. Fuck it, what you thinking? Off the time we anxious, stuck inside a matrix, feeling so accomplished, still we not complacent. And they don't wanna see us shine, even though we gon' keep on shining. And every time they open their eyes, realize that their light is blinded. They don't wanna see me shine, oh no. They just wanna see me mad as fuck. Shine, but the day goes on and the night still light it up. They don't wanna see me shine, oh no. They just wanna see me mad as fuck. They don't wanna see me shine, but the day goes on and the night still light it up. Still light it up.
If you don't wanna see us shine, then I just wanna see you go. Rip out your heart and flay your mind under the ground deep in a hole. Black and dirty as your soul. We ain't fucking with you hoes. Open season on these ops, now here we come to seize control. It's obvious, so bring those jokes, you're envious. So threaten, smoke oblivious. You're mediocre, falling off, you pray and hope. We killing it, you going broke. Now bite your fist, go scream and choke. So scala rage all of your days, we're here to stay, bitch, that's an oath. We never wanted it to be like this, but you insisted. We tried to pull you closer to our fan, but you resisted. We're the change we wanna see, you're just fucking obsolete. Echo chambers talking shit, scowling, sucking on your team. We got a passion for bashing you petty jelly bitches. Your ass is showing, please stop and please pull up on your britches. You're pathetic, we get it, we keep it copacetic. You're a salty loser, never was, about to get their neck wet. Keep on whining, moon inside, pick up the phone and call your mom. You won't slow us one iota, give it up and get a job. Everybody shows us love and you can barely get a nod. Hoagie got your girlie in the back, she's slobbing on his knob.
They don't wanna see me shine, oh no. They just wanna see me mad as fuck. They don't wanna see me shine, but the day goes on and the night still light it up. They don't wanna see me shine, oh no. They just wanna see me mad as fuck. They don't wanna see me shine, but the day goes on and the night still light it up. They don't wanna see me shine, oh no. They just wanna see me mad as fuck. They don't wanna see me shine, but the day goes on and the night still light it up. They don't wanna see me shine, oh no. They just wanna see me mad as fuck. They don't wanna see me shine, but the day goes on and the night still light it up. Still light it up.
Hell yeah. Not a worse way to fucking... that's not what I was trying to say. There couldn't be a better way to end off the fucking show. That's the words I wanted. They don't want to see me shine, but we're going to keep on shining. And I want to see all of you shine as well. Y'all have a fantastic fucking night. Whoop whoop. Much clown love and clowny daggers, y'all.
The Bartlehouse is open, no invite needed with juggalos. Been hyped this evening, feeding for music, more guests than topics. No drama, no bullshit, no fake news, no nonsense, no grim logic. Only fam knowledge and dropping the rawest of platforms and artists. Bartlehouse, where you'll never see the bottle stop. The beef tigers off the leash, and if it's beef, you gotta see the final Bartle boss. The diamonds are raining, defining the greatness the carnival provides. Welcome to the Bartlehouse, now get your ass inside. Ladies!